Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work.
Glenn Revel here with the Martinez and Associates pregame show.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby.
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go.
Go, Victor! Hold it! Go!
The attorneys and staff at Quezada, Larmond, and Brignac PC earn their clients' trust by serving with integrity and honor. QLB is committed to getting its clients' lives back on track. We represent cases that fall into the areas of family law, probate law, civil law, HOA law, and real estate law. The QLB team stands ready to assist our clients in all litigation. Our attorneys have extensive experience representing hundreds of clients, and we're well versed in Texas law and well acquainted with the court systems. Whether you need a trust, will, civil, real estate, or family lawyer, you can count on QLB. We know that your family is extremely important to you, and as our client, it is important to us as well. We strive to represent our clients as effectively and efficiently as possible. Our divorce and family lawyers know that working through the impersonal world of the legal system does not match the emotions you may feel. That is why, whether it's divorce, adoption, or any other area of family law, we strive to reduce the anxiety and stress of the situation through caring, understanding, and clear communication. In San Antonio, call the law offices of Carlos Quezada at 210-606-6568 or visit us in person at 2823 East South Cross Boulevard.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
La familia no es una cosa importante, es todo. At SAISD, family is practicing and making art. It's fulfilling your duty with honor. It's playing to win and changing lives through learning. Familia is getting you ready for college. or getting you ready for your career. And at SAISD, the founding school district in the Alamo City, familia is not an important thing. It's everything. And it's available to any student, no matter where they live. So come join our familia. Now enrolling. Log on to saisd.net/enroll for more information, or call 210-554-2660.
And we welcome you to the SAISD Sports Complex and RC Audio Sports 2, our new YouTube channel. This is Robert Villafranca alongside Glenn Revel. Isabella Tejas will be handling the technical duties today. We've got Isaiah and Sebastian Castro at the cameras, so we expect a great game here. It's a 28-5A. It's 3-0. Burbank versus 3-0 Alamo Heights, and those 3-0s represent their district records. The Burbank Bulldogs are 4-0 for the first time since 1978, and they're going to put that record on the line here tonight against the Alamo Heights Mules, prohibitive favorites in 28-5A. Again, I'm Robert Villafranca. I appreciate you joining us. With Glenn Revel. Good evening, Glenn.
Yes, Coach. Good to be here. Thank you so much. It's football weather still. Mid-September is still nice and balmy, and we got an undefeated district matchup. Like you said, Burbank having some unprecedented success for the last almost 40 years, I guess, and we're going to see how well these guys do. Obviously, celebrating the success they've had, but not being content and not being complacent, because the 4 games you won before today don't matter when 7 o'clock hits and that ball kicks off.
And it's an interesting dilemma. I'm going to call it first world problem for Coach Mull to be 4-0 in the middle of the season. Kind of tough for a coach to celebrate that in the middle of the season. There's so much work left to do. If you you're watching our screen there, the Alamo Heights Mules are out here warming up. It is 6:41. And the Burbank Bulldogs are just now sending their captains out onto the field. Maybe a little bit of mind games, Coach Mull, and keeping the Bulldogs back or warming up somewhere else, and not in the presence of the Alamo Heights Mules. It's the captains, and they're the only ones that have been out here, other than the managers. I know that Burbank knows they have a football game because their fans are out here, their bands are out here, their cheer squads are out here, and so I know they're aware. They sent their captain, so that's a definitive right there. And we again, Robert Villafranca, Glenn Revel on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We're going to take a short break, and we'll come back for the coin flip. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby.
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
The On Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On Par Golf.
And we welcome you back to the SAISD Sports Complex. The captain's in the middle of the field, shaking hands before the coin toss. Rene Espinosa wears number 1. Kevin Hernandez is number 10 for the Bulldogs. Number 77 is Roger Garcia, and number 9 is Ryan Vasquez. The Burbank Bulldogs, of course, wearing orange, their home colors. And they are the host team here. The Alamo Heights Mules have taken the short trip from Alamo Heights, Texas, here to SAISD Sports Complex on the campus of the Burbank Bulldogs. I can see one number across there through the Bulldogs. Number 33 for Alamo Heights is Cortland Hanna. And Glenn, can you see any other? There's number 72, I believe, out there as a captain for the Mules. Jackson Hildebrand. Number 10, Colin Ernst. They're outstanding quarterback, and it looks like the Alamo Heights Mules have won the coin toss, and they're going to take that option, and they will receive. Number 22 is the other captain, Will Broderick. He was our defensive player of the game the last time we had the Alamo Heights on an RC Audio Sports stream, and the official says, shake hands, come out, playing football, and the captains will head back to the dressing rooms. Glenn, is it peculiar to you that the Burbank Bulldogs did not come out for warm-up today?
I guess they got a little swagger. They might be feeling good. It's homecoming. Maybe, hey, when you're at home, you feel comfortable, right? Like your facility is yours. There's a lot of other places you can warm up besides your 50 yards of the football field. And you can see Coach Mike Mull. He's got a little swagger with him, I think. First-year head coach. His captains marched out right behind him. They walked right up to Coach Ritterman, shook hands. And I just feel like there's a lot of confidence, like, hey, welcome to our house on our night, and we're having a good season. And don't expect us to lay down just because you're Alamo Heights, just because you've had a lot of success in the past. We're having a bit of a renaissance, a bit of a comeback. And I think these boys are feeling that as far as the Burbank Bulldogs are concerned.
I love it. You are watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we bring you back to SAISD Sports Complex here on the campus of the Burbank Bulldogs. Just a few minutes ago, Glenn Revel had an opportunity to visit with the Alamo Heights head coach, Ron Ritterman. We'd like to share that interview with you.
Glenn Revel here with the Martinez and Associates pregame show. I'm here with Coach Ron Ritterman, head coach of the Alamo Heights Mules. Coach, how are you doing this evening?
We're good. Excited to be here.
Yes, sir. Excellent. It's football weather. As always, mid-September, still nice and balmy, if you will. You guys are having a heck of a year so far. Battled through week 1, had some successes. Now kind of getting into district play. Obviously, Michael Terry been a huge part of y'all's success offensively, special teams. Talk a little about what Michael's meant to you as a coach and to this team in general.
Well, Mike's just a special talent that, just comes around every once in a while. He's just gifted. God has blessed him in many ways. And so as our team and our coaches go, we're trying to get him the ball in different areas, different in space, because when he gets it in his hands, he really is a special player. And he has not disappointed anybody. He's played really well through the first 4 games, and he gets better and better each week. I still think his potential is way in front of him, and that could be really cool. And then we have Colin Ernst, who's our quarterback, who's kind of in the same boat. He's run for a lot of yards, passed for a lot of yards, caught a touchdown last week. Just a versatile athlete that, both those guys run track. They're multi-sport athletes. They can line up anywhere on the field, and they're dangerous and can make plays. And so far they've been doing it. But really the catalyst to the whole thing are those 5 guys up front, the offensive line. And they've really come together and gotten better week in, week out. We expect them to play their best game of the year so far tonight.
Yeah, as a former fullback offensive lineman, I love a little shout out to the big boys up front.
Sure, they make it happen.
So I appreciate that. You guys are going into the bye week next week, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. What's kind of been the goal for y'all? First half of the season is kind of wrapping up. Is there anybody you need to get healthy? Have you guys been generally healthy? What does the second half of the season kind of project like for you?
Well, it really starts with game 1 of the season. and you set the bar wherever you are, however good you are, and then the challenge is just to get better each week. And if you can do that for 9 straight weeks after opening week, you have a chance to be playing your best football in playoff season. And that's really what it's all about. So we've been dinged up a little bit. We've had a few guys miss a game here or there, which I think slows down the progression, especially in the O-line. If you don't have those same 5 guys week in, week out, they've done a great job. But now that we have 5 guys that are going to be in there for multiple games, hopefully we'll see the growth and just them, the experience of getting better.
Absolutely, yeah. Let that unit gel together. Well, last question I have for you, Coach. Top 2 to 3 things you need to do to be successful tonight.
Well, offensively, we got to protect the ball and we got to execute regardless of what the play is. Defensively, it's about getting lined up, communicating, and then playing with your hair on fire. Just run to the ball with everything you got, play as hard as you can from the snap to the whistle, and then we'll take our chances with the results.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Well, Coach, thank you so much. Glenn Revel here with the Martinez and Associates pregame show. We will be right back.
Number 54, the nose guard, Ryan Rodriguez. Defensive tackle, number 9, Ryan Vasquez.
Great interview, Glenn, and great interview, Coach Ritterman. Always a pleasure to visit with Coach Ritterman. Success everywhere he goes. Again, you are watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Actually, RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby.
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
And welcome back to SAISD Sports Complex. Still in pregame, about 7 minutes to kick off. Let me give you a little summary on the teams that we'll be watching tonight. The Alamo Heights Mules visiting team. Head coach Ron Ritterman, offensive coordinators Ruben Gonzalez. The defensive coordinators Jordan Rickers, assistant Seth Grubb, Colton Hermes, Michael McElrath, Randy McIver, Rudy Nedio, Rodney Savinich, and Fabian Welch. Trainers Tim Moore, Samantha Ritchie. The Alamo Heights Mules are 4-0. They started the season in their only non-district ball game, a thriller, 51-48 against Seguin, avenging a loss that they had last year. It was a thriller last year as well. Seguin won that one 42-39. Again, let's stay with 2023. Seguin in game 1, non-district. The open district play against Brackenridge and took care of business there. The second district game was against Highland, 65-7. The Mules won there, and Alamo Heights played McCullum last week. And in the last 2 years of this alignment, the McCullum Cowboys gave the Alamo Heights Mules their closest game so far. The Mules, of course, last year ran the table on this district, 9-0 in district play, and went on to the third round of the playoffs. Beat Tivy, beat Gregory Portland, and then fell in a thriller again to Liberty Hill. It fell in that one 32-37. So in 2023, the Alamo Heights Mules 4-0 for the season, 3-0 for district. Colin Ernst, their quarterback, 18 of 31 passes. It's thrown for 318 yards, 8 touchdowns and an interception. Michael Terry, of all things, he plays everywhere. He is, he'll play in the quarterback spot as well. According to the stats on the San Antonio Express News, he's thrown 2 passes, completed both of them for touchdowns. and he hasn't thrown an interception, so that's a pretty awesome quarterback rating there. Colin Ernst also leads the Mules in rushing, 27 attempts, 480 yards. He's averaging 17, almost 18 yards a carry. He's scored 4 rushing touchdowns. The Burbank Bulldogs, again, as Glenn told us earlier, 4-0 for the first time since 1978. That's 40-plus years. Mike Mullen, his first year as a head coach here, took over for Coach Wendell Harris. Offensive coordinators Jeff Nahita, defensive coordinator Mitchell Ricker, special teams coordinator is Jimmy Trevino. The assistant coaches for the Mules, for the Bulldogs, Matthew Almaraz, Brian Castro, Rudy De Los Santos, Morris Farr, Adrian Flores. The trainer is Billy Marshall. In 2023, the Bulldogs are 4-0, and this is how they got there. They beat Southwest Legacy in their non-district game, beat Houston 21-13 in their first district game, covered Brackenridge 56-14, and then last week in a close one beat Highlands 33-29. And out of the run through, here come the Burbank Bulldogs. So they are here, Glenn. They are here. They are.
Not a moment too soon. They are here. But yeah, Coach, kind of to echo what you said, we're definitely going to see 2 very proficient quarterbacks, both passing and running. And then Michael Terry, of course, throws touchdowns, rushes for touchdowns, catches touchdowns. He reminds me of Booby Miles from Friday Night Lights when his uncle is in the stand and Booby Miles throws a touchdown pass and his uncle is like, and he can pass. That is Michael Terry for this Alamo Heights team.
Well, I was hoping that you would ask Coach Ritterman at the interview if we were going to see him line up for an extra point or a field goal, because he scored in maybe tackling for a safety. He scored in every other way that you can score on a football field. But we're gonna enjoy Michael Terry here tonight, as you will. He is an outstanding, one of the outstanding athletes in the area, along with the Burbank quarterback, Kevin Hernandez. Kevin Hernandez is a junior, 29 attempts, 55 completions, 513 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But he can throw and he can run as well. He's got 58 rushes, 388 yards, over 5 yards per carry, and he scored 6 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, Kevin by himself almost has 1,000 yards of offense throughout the first 3 weeks.
And still only a junior. We're here at SAISD Complex. We're going to honor our nation and flag at the stadium, but we're going to allow you a quick break. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Buenos dias, familia. As we prepare to welcome our students back to school on Tuesday, I wanted to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude for each and every one of you. Firstly, I want to acknowledge the tremendous effort that you have all put forth to ensure that our schools are ready to receive our precious students once again. From administrators to teachers, custodian to counselor, bus driver to nurses and central office staff, and everyone in between, your dedication and hard work have not gone unnoticed. You truly go above and beyond to create a safe and nurturing environment for our children. You have played an invaluable role in preparing our schools for this momentous day, and for that, we are incredibly grateful. As our students step foot into their classrooms once again, they will be met with a nurturing and supporting environment thanks to your hard work. You have created a space where they will learn, grow, and thrive, surrounded by educators who genuinely care about their success. So on behalf of the entire San Antonio community, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you. Your dedication, passion, and unwavering commitment to our children's education have made a lasting impact. Your efforts not only shape minds, but also touch hearts. As we step into this new academic year, let us remember that we're not just a school district, but a familia. We are united by a common goal to provide an exceptional education and create a nurturing environment for all our students. Together, we can inspire them to dream big, to unleash their potential and achieve greatness. So let's embrace the power of familia and approach the upcoming year with open hearts and open minds. Let's continue to support one another, uplift one another, and create a place where every student feels valued, heard, and encouraged to reach their full potential. Thank you once again for everything you have done and will continue to do. Your hard work and dedication are truly the cornerstone of our success as a district. I am immensely proud to be part of such an incredible familia. Wishing you all a fantastic school year filled with joy, growth, and endless possibility. Let's make this year one to remember.
Jaime Aquino, the superintendent of San Antonio ISD schools, showing a lot of leadership in tough times, having to make some tough decisions and being as transparent as SAISD has been. I'm sure that the community appreciates his leadership and the transparency of San Antonio ISD. We are here at the SAISD Sports Complex. The Alamo Heights Mules won the coin toss and they elected to receive, so it'll be Kevin Hernandez teeing the football up for the Burbank Bulldogs, and deep to receive for the Mules. Number 7 is back there, Parks Zunker.
Yeah, Coach, we were just talking about how Michael Terry can do it all, and then Burbank quarterback Kevin Hernandez says, hey, I'll kick it a little bit as well, just to get his name in the mix there.
He is an all-purpose athlete, and we're making light of it, but I mean seriously, these Kevin Hernandez and Michael Terry are really all-purpose athletes. An onside kick, and the Bulldogs, the ball bounces off of the helmet of an Alamo Heights up man, and the Bulldogs have recovered it. So what a way to start for the Burbank Bulldogs with an onside kick. Kevin Hernandez, he can kick the onside kick as well.
That was amazing. That was a junior D lineman, number 34, Diego Blevins, recovering that thing and getting himself a little kick return. And like we talked about, hey, Burbank coming out with a little swagger. You know what, boys? No one thinks we have a shot. Let's onside kick it and get up early on these boys.
Kevin Hernandez has got it back with him in the backfield. Twins to the right, twins to the left. As he surveys the field, we'll likely see the Burbank Bulldogs in very much an up-tempo offense. It's going to be an air. It's going to be in the air for the first pass. His intended receiver, number 13, is Justin Penuelas. That pass was incomplete.
Yeah, overthrew him just a little bit there, Coach, but kind of like we were talking about, right? Hey, if I'm Burbank, I want to steal some possessions here and see if I can get the ball as much as possible for my fast-paced offense.
So in the empty set, Kevin Hernandez is going to take it himself. A quarterback draw, one of the most successful plays in the Burbank Bulldogs offense, good for 3 yards.
Yeah, you see a little fly sweep motion. They put number 13, Justin, in the slot and kind of brought him across, giving that defense a little bit of misdirection, something to pay attention to.
Positive yardage and an up-tempo offense here. You're going to see this all night long. We've seen it up to this point. We've got a
little bit of a false start there.
Got a little bit of a false start. I didn't see the flag being thrown, but yeah, we are being signaled false start against the Burbank Bulldogs, and not what any offense wants to see, but certainly not the Bulldogs in this situation. They want to stay on schedule and ahead of the chains.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin Penuelas in the slot there, just a little bit shaky before the snap. Sit in there, hold your water.
Kevin Hernandez will roll to his receiver, and it is Penuelas again, short of the first down marker at the 34-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th and 2. This will be an interesting call right off the bat.
Looks like no hesitation here. Coach is going to go ahead and go for it. 4th and short, plus side of the field.
I don't think you onside kick to punt anyway, so I'm not surprised by this decision. Coach Mall is pedal to the metal here. He's got his foot on the accelerator. Penuelas stops in the backfield. Kevin Hernandez with 2 backs alongside him. He's going to go through the air again. He has got a receiver. Izzy Zapata. It's going to be close. He's official waving the chains over, and that was, I'm going to call that a sticks route, but the sticks were on the other side of the field. So a very well run route by Izzy Zapata to gain a first down. Up tempo offense, and Penuelas direct snap, a Wildcat trying to catch the Mules off guard. The Mules were on guard.
Yes, sir, they were indeed. And when you're running this high-tempo offense, right, we want to be moving, we want to be quick, but we don't want to be in a hurry. And you saw a little bit of confusion there, trying to get that quick tempo, make sure we get the play calling. We're still moving rapidly, but we're on task and we're on target.
Dylan Valdez in the backfield with Kevin Hernandez. He's going to roll to his left again. He's a right-hander, so that's a tough play. He's got a lot of pressure, and he's going to be run out of bounds. Number 21, Patrick Arriaga, first on the scene for the Alamo Heights Mules. A loss of, I'm going to call that 6 yards. Third down and 16 now for the Alamo Heights Mules.
Yeah, bringing up 3rd and long, Coach, but we know right now Burbank thinks they're in 4-down territory, so they got 2 plays here to get the 16 yards back.
It'll be a tunnel screen, and the receiver out there on the right side is Henry Tenayuka, and nice delivery there. Very quick pass over to him. Got it to him in time. 4th and 9, and I don't see the punt team coming out.
Yeah, hey, we're still going for it. Like you said, Coach, beautiful job getting the ball out of his hands. He receives the snap, immediately flips his hips, gets it to his wide receiver. Good blocking by the fellow wide receivers out there as well.
Empty set again, and we're going to go to the air. He's looking downfield, a little bit of miscommunication, nobody there. The pass falls incomplete, nobody around it, so it'll be a turnover on downs after the Burbank Bulldogs get an onside kick, get a first down, move the ball down the field a little bit. The Alamo Heights Mules recover, and it'll be their offense on the field now.
Yeah, I think I want to see Burbank maybe calm down a little bit. We got the offside kick. Excitement was high. We might have been a little bit too excited to focus up and do what we needed to do on that. So I want to see them kind of regroup, come out, and now we get to see this Alamo Heights offense. Super efficient, doesn't turn the ball over. Let's see how they come out and operate.
Colin Ernst is the quarterback for the Mules. He's got trips down here to the right and a tight end up on top on the left side of the line. A hard count, draws some defense. I'm not sure if I saw a flag fly. The handoff goes to number 34, DK Garza.
Yeah, beautiful job by the Burbank D-line there. A little bit of an early jump, but got back on sides. Big tight end, number 88, Bennett Johnson. I imagine we're going to see him a lot in the run game, and that time, number 2, Michael Terry, was split out wide. So we're going to kind of see what Alamo Heights decides to do on offense as they kind of feel out this Burbank defense here.
This time, Michael Terry will stay in the backfield alongside Colin Ernst. He'll be back there as a running back. He'll be back there as a Wildcat as well. Looks like Colin Ernst is going to take this snap.
Oh, got him. See if they call it on the number 9 on the defense. See if they call it on him or on number 72 for Alamo Heights. A lot of movement by the Burbank defense.
False start. Colin Ernst very early going to the hard count. They must have seen the Burbank Bulldog defensive line be very aggressive, and they're trying to use that against them early on, and so far to no avail, and a penalty against the Alamo Heights. So that's a 5-yard penalty. Will bring up a 2nd and 15.
Yeah, Burbank shifting around a lot on the defensive line.
Michael Terry with a handoff, and anytime he touches the ball, boy, he is dangerous, as you can see there. He'll hurdle a defensive back and across the 50-yard line. A simple handoff, and Michael Terry makes it good for
the big game for the Mules.
Yeah, beautiful run right there by Michael, navigating his way kind of through the traffic. When he found himself on the outside, the edge of that defense, was able to accelerate down the field for a solid run. Big number 72, the senior team captain, Jackson Hildebrand, was out there throwing some blocks downfield as well. So it's a full, as Coach talked about, getting this offensive line to gel, and they're starting to come together a little bit.
2 backs in the backfield with Colin Ernst, 1 wide receiver right, 1 left. Michael Terry gets a call again right up the middle. No trickeration there. Michael Terry's back here. He's getting the ball, and he's going to go right there, and he's got an 8-yard gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 2 from the Bulldogs' 40-yard line.
Yeah, number 6, Xavier Salazar, the senior DB for Burbank, sticking his nose in there from the corner position to tackle that big running back, and that's what Burbank is going to have to do. Michael Terry is not going to get smaller as the game goes on. These guys just have to consistently put their hat on him and make him earn the yards that he's getting.
I don't know if the Bulldog defense would be relieved by this, but Michael Terry splits wide now, but he's dangerous as a wide receiver as well, as we told you before the game. This time the handoff goes to the other running back. Number 34 is DK Garza, second carry for DK, and this one will move the chains. A nice little drive on their first possession for the Alamo Heights Mules. Officials will rest the ball at the Bulldog 37-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Alamo Heights, smooth running game right now. Burbank starting to bring a little bit of pressure on defense, Coach. I'm sure you saw that last play. They tried to fill every gap up front and were able to find a little bit of success keeping DK to a short run right there.
A good point, Glenn. An even front, a 4-2 alignment for the Burbank Bulldogs, only 6 in the box. And maybe they were anticipating the pass. Ernst will roll, and he's out of the pocket, and he's going to get met just beyond the line of scrimmage. Nice textbook tackle. Number 6 for the Bulldogs is Xavier Salazar. Colin Ernst is an athlete as well. That could have been a touchdown saver.
Yeah, that's a great tackle by Xavier right there. He's been squaring people up, and big number 9, Ryan Vasquez, the junior D lineman, fought his way through there to kind of force the Alamo Heights quarterback, Colin Ernst, to get outside the pocket and use his athleticism right there. So 2nd and 8, Coach. We'll see what it looks like.
2nd and 8, Michael Terry back in the backfield. Colin Ernst, each time he's been back there, he's been given the ball, and we'll make that 3 for 3. Michael Terry, each time he's been in the backfield, he's been the ball carrier of choice. This time he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, we saw Burbank use that kind of late shift. Everybody shifting to try to kind of give the offensive line a little bit of something to think about as they're working through those blocking assignments. In the D-line, you shift at the last second. Those big bodies got to kind of figure out, hey, where am I going? Who am I comboing with? Where did my guy just go? And if Burbank wants to have success keeping Michael Terry under control, that's the effort they're going to need to see from that defense. Gang tackling, holding him to 2 to 3 yards of carry.
Colin Ernst in the pocket. Good coverage by the Bulldogs, but unable to contain Ernst as he breaks the pocket and upfield. That's a long gain there. I'm going to call that about a 12-yard gain inside the 20-yard line. So the Alamo Heights Mules will snap this one from inside there in the red zone.
Yeah, beautiful pocket presence by Colin right there. He did a great job of utilizing the pocket while it held up for him. He was keeping his eyes downfield, looking for anybody that was coming open. And then when it became time for him to use his athleticism, he went ahead and just put it on himself and used his feet to convert. So here we are, 1st and 10 from about the 18-yard line in the shotgun.
Colin Ernst again will give the ball to Michael Terry. Doesn't see anything between the tackles, so he's going to bounce it outside. We've got a flag back here at the line of scrimmage. Terry's in the end zone. I don't see anybody signaling a touchdown, so the officials here are communicating holding is a preliminary call, so that's going to come back at about the line of scrimmage that the flag was thrown, so that'll probably result in something like a 1st and 20.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Alamo Heights right there. Good. First time we've seen the zone read from the Mules right there. Ended up, obviously, you cannot go wrong giving the ball to Michael Terry, even if it's not the quote-unquote right read. So, yep, holding call, Coach, backing him up about 10 yards. So Burbank getting a little bit of help here. We'll see if Alamo Heights has to switch up their strategy. Not a ton of passing attack from Alamo Heights. I think maybe 2 or 3 on this drive.
The penalty must have been called a little bit beyond the line of scrimmage, so we've got a 1st and 17 here instead of a 1st and 10. The holding call, of course, is marked off from the point of the infraction. Michael Terry, Colin Ernst in the backfield. Terry gets the call again. The Bulldog defense just really wraps him up. Ryan Vasquez first on him, and he holds on until he gets some help from the rest of the defense. Number 72 for the Mules, his helmet came off. Jackson Hildebrand, senior offensive lineman, so he's going to have to miss a play. It'll be William Hansel coming in for him, for at least one play.
Helmet comes out. Hey, just go get checked out, make sure everything's okay, come back in. Big number 9, Ryan Vasquez, the junior D lineman, forcing a little bit of pressure on the pass and now getting sturdy in the run defense. So Alamo Heights back in the shotgun. We got doubles down to the far side of the field. 2 tight ends in the game. Burbank D-line shifting around a little bit here. We're going to go sprint out right. 10 on the move. Tries to find Michael Terry, but I think that ball bounced off the ground to him, Coach. We'll
He
see.
might have scooped it. Yeah, I think he went down there and got it. The Bulldog defense trying to influence the official there, and telling him that it bounced. Looked like it may have, but official a little closer than we are, and that's ruled a completion. So third down and 3 now. The Alamo Heights Mules at the Burbank Bulldog 10-yard line.
Yeah, first time we've seen this the sprint out pass game from Alamo Heights today, Coach. Burbank been running it. Alamo Heights starting to get a little bit of sprint out as well.
Michael Terry gets a call, nothing between the tackles. He's going to bounce outside, a zig and a zag, dives to the end zone. I think he's tackled just short, but it'll be good enough for a fresh set of downs. The Alamo Heights Mules will have a 1st and goal at the Bulldog 2-yard line.
Yeah, and that zone read from Alamo Heights, so tough to defend if you're a defender there, because you want to crash down on Michael Terry just because you know he's such a dominating player for their team. But as soon as you do that, number 10, Colin Ernst, who averages about 17 yards a carry, right, Coach, can just take that thing right around the corner. So putting that defense in a tough position and forcing them to be sound and then making everybody run to the ball.
The Mules have been solid on the ground. It looks like Michael Terry in the Wildcat, and he's going to follow the 2 backs, standing up into the end zone. Touchdown, Alamo Heights. Michael Terry from a Wildcat formation, a gain of 2 and a score of 6.
Yeah, you just loaded up the backfield right there. Coach, it looked like Michael Terry might have been looking for a little bit of jump pass, so put that one in the back of your mind. Carrying that football like a loaf of bread, thinking he might have a little bit of a second option there if he needs.
We've seen him do that. Tim Tebow jump pass. We've seen him do that once or twice. And the Heights Mules put the ball on the tee, and their kicker, number 31, gets it through the uprights, Linus Flores. And you are watching high school football with us here on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
Leo Lozano, Kevin Hernandez back to receive the Alamo Heights kickoff. It's going to be Leo Lozano taking it right back between the hash marks. He gets tripped up, but he's still standing. He's not easy to bring down all the way out to the 34-yard line. The Burbank Bulldogs will start their second possession from their own 34-yard line.
Great job on a sophomore right there. Hey, the Burbank kick return had something set up. He hit that crease right up the middle, ran into one of his own guys. Well, that's a good kickoff return by that special teams unit right there. They're going to want to keep that going, giving their offense as short a field as possible to drive. Let's see how this fast-paced offense looks coming out for their second drive, Coach. Hopefully a little bit more together, a little bit more composed.
So the Bulldogs will hand the ball off to Dylan Valdez, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. The ball is shaken free, and the Alamo Heights Mules come up with a fumble just like that.
Wow, yeah. Hey, that was number 22, Coach. Will Broderick, the senior captain, the defensive player of the game a few games ago, and he put the hat on him right there, forced that ball to pop out.
Goodness,
Hey, and you can tell he knew it, too. That was a good football play right there, Coach.
That was a very good football play. I think I'm going to go look at my football textbook and go to the tackling chapter, and I think that will...
There'll be a picture of it.
Yeah, I'll be a picture of that tackle. great tackle by Broderick there at the line of scrimmage to cause a fumble. The Heights Mules defense all over it. Short field for the Mules. You certainly don't want to give them this advantage. Colin Ernst in the shotgun formation, as he will be about 99% of the night. He's going to keep it himself around the right edge. He's got a lead blocker, and oh my goodness, almost got it into the next gear, but he was tripped up by Edmundo Chavarria. And the Bulldogs, the Mules back in the red zone will be snapping the next play from the Bulldog 14-yard line.
Yeah, quarterback lead right there, Coach. Just running around. Big number 70, the senior offensive lineman, Bentley Edwards, got himself a nice little pancake block to seal the edge and give Colin some room to run. I don't see Michael Terry out there right now, so we'll see what we got going on here.
Patrick Arriaga in the backfield with Colin Ernst. We got a tight end on the right side. Arriaga will take the ball and go back across. Traffic. A nice choice by the running back for a 5-yard gain. It looks like maybe a 6-yard gain from here. The angle, let's say 2nd and 4. See if the PA announcer agrees with me.
Good cutback by Patrick right there. Kind of pressing it to the front side, and then that backside opened up on his own, cut it back. Michael Terry, back in the game. Looks like he's playing a little bit of wide receiver here, Coach. Second and 9. Oh, excuse me, no, 2nd and 4 from the 9. Yeah, thank you, Coach.
Again, the hard count brings the Bulldog defense across. The handoff goes to Patrick Arriaga. Between the tackles, and the Alamo Heights Mules seem to be content with keeping their offensive game on the ground. They've gone to the air once, as I recall, a pass to Michael Terry for a first down. But besides that one play, they've gained all their yardage on the ground. 3rd and 1 now. The ball on the 5-yard line, and the Alamo Heights Mules back in their huddle.
Yeah, Burbank doing a good job gang tackling on that last play. That's what they got to keep doing to limit this offensive production by Alamo Heights.
Michael Terry gets a call. He changes field here. Again, nothing between tackles, and he'll bounce it out as he's prone to do. The official over there has his hands in the air. That means touchdown. And the Alamo Heights have taken a 13-0 lead here in the first quarter. Still 5 seconds left, and Coach Ritterman will send his PAT team on the field.
Good run by Michael right there, Coach. He had big cutback. So much of a cutback, the quarterback ended up blocking for him a little bit after that handoff. His athleticism.
Gage Sharp will put the ball on the tee. And Linus Flores will handle the kicking duties. And this one is no good. This extra point attempt is no good. So 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Alamo Heights Mules up 13-0. The Bulldogs will get the ball when we get back.
You own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Leo Lozano, Kevin Hernandez back to return this kickoff for the Burbank Bulldogs. Leo Lozano dropping back, and he will almost lost his footing there. Again, back up the hash marks. He gets a great block, but a couple of flags come flying at that point of contact. That'll be the last play of the first quarter. The Alamo Heights Mules are up 13-0. We will let you know what that flag was about when we come back. You are watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
One gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
So we've just learned that 2 fouls on the play. Holding against Burbank on the return was declined. An illegal block in the back, however, was taken for by the Alamo Heights Mules, and so we're reversing to the other. We're exchanging to the other end of the field now. The Burbank Bulldogs will now move the ball offensively from north to south, and the Alamo Heights Mules will protect the south end zone. So I'm not sure that the penalty, the referee's still back over here at the point of the infraction. The kids lining up over on the north end of the field, and the officials figuring out where exactly the penalty was. It's definitely going to be a half the distance thing here. So you got to figure out where the infraction occurred. They're going to mark it off on the south end of the field, and bookmark that. He's going to come all the way back across and tell the Bulldogs where their offensive line is, where the line of scrimmage is. I mean,
yeah, the official getting a little conditioning in today, Coach. Doing a little math, getting a little conditioning in. So with those rule changes, right? So tough to be kind of like throwing back blocks, blocking against the grain of the play. You just got to be really careful. And you see a lot of guys now kind of turning to that basketball style where they box out, they turn their back to the opponent and just kind of get in the way. So it's definitely been an adjustment at all levels of football. And you still see people kind of trying to, you want to have that great effort, right? But you don't want to cost your team yards with a penalty from that effort. You always want to be under control. So that's a tough one that gets a lot of athletes there. It looks like we got maybe number 14 in playing a little running back, Coach, Dylan Valdez, or it could be number 19, Edward Palamo. I can't really tell from the jersey, but a couple new guys on offense for Burbank here.
I think it's Valdez back there with Kevin Hernandez. Kevin, the snap from inside the 10, and Kevin's he's evaded the pressure. He's got a little swing pass out, maybe a safety valve, a receiver along the left sideline, and that'll be good for about 8 yards. One of the best plays that the Dogs have had so far. Rene Espinosa was the safety valve receiver on that route. Kevin unable to find somebody downfield.
Yeah, showing that athleticism, though, getting the ball out of there, avoiding the sack in his own end zone. Great job by him.
Kevin Hernandez on a keeper, a tuck right there, right on the snap, and he's going to lower his shoulder and deliver a blow. 32 for the Alamo Heights Mules is Blake Killian. He'll be credited for the tackle, but I think that Kevin Hernandez was the aggressor at the end of that.
Oh, yeah, definitely not afraid to lower the shoulder there. Looks like he lost his back flap. He was running so hard. We saw Alamo Heights run that quarterback lead, Coach, and then we saw Burbank do the same thing. Interesting strategy. They motioned their backside receiver and kind of posted him up right in that old school H-back, wing-back position to help seal the end there.
2 backs with in the backfield with Kevin Hernandez for this play. He'll ask for the snap. He's going to look downfield. He's got some good protection. Well, for a moment he had some good protection, but the pocket just kind of collapsed on him, and he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage before he was tackled.
Yeah, tried to scoot out of there. Just got enveloped by that Alamo Heights defensive line. Helmet came off. Looks like Roman Garcia, number 15, going to come in here and operate the offense for at least this next play, Coach. Getting the signal right now.
Roman Garcia is a freshman, and it's not the first time that he's taken snaps for the Bulldogs. He's going to hand this one off, and the Alamo Heights Mules up to the task. No gain on the play. But good catch on that. Roman Garcia, the quarterback, a freshman, and Coach Moll has allowed him to take the steering wheel on occasion here in the first 4 games. All by himself he is, Roman Hernandez. He's going to get out there, tunnel screen. Do we have enough blocking? Do the Bulldogs have enough blocking for Rene Espinosa? A gain of about 3 yards won't be near enough to get a first down, and Kevin Hernandez is back in the game. Kevin Hernandez is also the punter here. And I've got to tell you, I really enjoy the Bulldogs punting game. It's hybrid. He's back there. Notice there's nobody back to return it, because if they drop somebody back, Kevin Hernandez is likely to run a play.
Yes, sir. I like that. A little quick kick, if you will, back him up, maybe do about 7 yards in that shotgun and just let him decide what he wants to do with the ball.
And we, of course, we're privileged to stream games from the San Antonio ISD Sports Complex tonight. We've enjoyed the Burbank Bulldogs on several occasions, and that's really it's a dilemma for the return team. You put a man back, or if you put 2 men back, then you're short on defense, and the Bulldogs will run a play. And you come up, you don't have anybody to return a kick, so your average kick turns into a very good punt.
Yeah, absolutely. And you eliminate the threat of that return, right, by taking away, like we talked about earlier, stealing possessions. That's taking away a chance for them to get positive yardage on that quick punt.
Colin Ernst and Patrick Arriaga in the Alamo Heights Mules. Backfield, Arriaga will take the ball, and he's got some real nice blocking around the right edge. I want to call out, you like when we call out the big guys,
yes,
Ricky Gonzalez, the junior offensive lineman. Boy, he was creating a wake there for Arriaga.
I like that, Coach. I like that. We get a little, this is a formation you don't see a ton. The old ace formation, if you will. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers in there in the gun. Instead, so give them it a little bit old school flair, but a little bit of new school touch in there. And just kind of running the zone. So Alamo Heights not afraid to use 2 tight ends there and utilize those big bodies as they block here on this 3-man front that Burbank's got going on.
The Bulldog defense, we got a timeout on the field. It is the Alamo Heights Mules that have called it. This is a pretty good ball game, Glenn. This is a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, you know what? Burbank would probably love to have that turnover back for sure, but they did a great job of stealing that first possession, getting their onside kick, and then Alamo Heights just being consistent. Like Coach Ritteman said, hey, we got to do what we do. We got to keep the ball. We got to not turn it over and just run our offense.
Thank you, Glenn. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. You're
gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
Prom 2023 is just around the corner, and you want to look your best. At Rex Formal Wear, we've got you covered. Choose from a wide range of styles and sizes, and let our expert staff help you find the perfect fit. Don't wait. Come in and reserve your tuxedo today. Visit now and be the talk of the night.
And we bring you back to the SAISD Sports Complex on the campus here of Burbank High School. The Alamo Heights Mules leading the Burbank Bulldogs in the second quarter. 13-0, the Mules with their 4th possession of the, with the 3rd possession of the evening, and again moving the ball. Colin Ernst is going to tuck that. It's a run all the way. He's got some grass, and here come the Bulldog defense. Boy. Oh my gosh, he's an athlete. Colin Ernst, I thought he was going to get that thing into second gear, and I was getting ready to call a touchdown play there.
Yes, sir, Coach. They caught him just in time. We're seeing that quarterback lead a lot, Coach. Number 44, the sophomore D lineman for Burbank, did a great job of getting past that initial blocker, that offensive lineman, and then what he needs to do is sit in there and set the edge, right? He kind of dipped inside of that lead back to make the tackle, and that allowed Colin to just kind of skirt right around him. So what we need is Lance, if you're Burbank, to set that edge and force everything back inside. But a good initial play by him.
Michael Terry back in the backfield. This time he's not going to get the handoff. Ernst will roll his ride and dish the ball out to Terry in space. So instead of handing it off to him in the end zone, let's see what Michael Terry can do out there in the flat.
Yeah, absolutely. Senior linebacker Ezra Mays from Burbank there doing a great job pursuing laterally, getting to the tackle there. And of course, number 6, we've seen him all night. Xavier Salazar, the senior DB, always willing to jump in and help. So yeah, a little bit more passing attack from Alamo Heights here in the second quarter, varying things up a little bit, Coach.
If I recall, Glenn, I think that's only the second pass that the Mules have thrown tonight. They've gotten just about all of their offense on the ground, both passes to Michael Terry, though, by the way.
Got to go to him if he's your guy.
Colin Ernst in the pocket, quick pass. He's got a receiver. It's tipped, but the completion is good. It is number 84, Kingston Cannon. Wow. Off the tip drill on a post route in the end zone. Make that 20, make that 19-0, Alamo Heights.
Hey, Great awareness by Kingston, and then heartbreak for the Burbank Bulldogs. The linebacker sitting perfect in that little zone, just off the fingertips. Always dangerous when that ball gets tipped up, right? Because who knows who's going to come down with it. But great job by Kingston, the junior. Catch that thing, make somebody miss, and score.
I don't think that linebacker could have played it any better than he did. Flores back in the game, gets this one off the tee, and he's successful on this extra point. So we've got 8 minutes and 9 seconds left to play in the second quarter. It's 20-0. The Mules are leading. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
La familia no es una cosa importante, es todo. At SAISD, family is practicing and making art. It's fulfilling your duty with honor. It's playing to win and change. Familia is getting you ready for college or getting you ready for your career. And at SAISD, the founding school district in the Alamo City, familia is not an important thing. It's everything. And it's available to any student, no matter where they live. So come join our familia. Now enrolling. Log on to SAISD.net/enroll for more information, or call 210-554-2660.
Linus Flores has the ball on the tee. Leo Lozano, Kevin Hernandez back to receive the kickoff for the Bulldogs. This one Leo Lozano might get to, or he might not. The ball goes out of bounds, and that's going to be illegal procedure, kicking the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, good job by Leo. That thing was kind of dangling by the sideline there, and you got to fight the urge to pick that thing up and run it back, because you're going to get good field position if that ball goes out of bounds. Smart play by him, being patient, and obviously, Coach, as you know, right, that's a live football if it's on the ground. It's an Alamo Heights ball if they pick it up, so it's a tough sitting back there as the receiver, or as the returner, right, like, hey, that special teams coverage unit is full bore coming down at you, and you got to be decisive in what you're going to do. But he made the right decision.
Glenn, you brought up rule changes here recently. The touchback is used to be the 20-yard line. Now, after kickoffs, a touchback is a 25-yard line. So when you kick it out of bounds, a 5-yard penalty moves it up to the 30. The Burbank Bulldogs back on the offense. Swing pass out to a receiver. He's got some space and some speed. He's along the right sideline, and he's got, boy, good thing that if you're rooting for the Mules, that pursuit angle there by number 23, Aaron Silva, but it was number 3, Izzy Zapata, showing some wheels on that play.
Showing off his speed. Kind of a new formation, new little wrinkle. Burbank threw in there. Got about, gosh, Coach, I guess it got about 30 yards off of that play right there.
They were playing the safety off, and we'll come back to that. A flag here. Give us some time to review that one. False start against the offense, a 5-yard penalty against the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs in Alamo Heights territory for the second time tonight. They started the game. Well, I think the onside. Well, he returned it across the 50. Didn't he? Yeah, it's the second time they've been in the Heights territory. But again, the Alamo Heights Mules was playing the safety back a little bit, and it gave that inside receiver an opportunity to catch and run. And the Alamo Heights adjusted a little bit right before the penalty. Kevin Hernandez, it's going to be a straight run, but that Alamo Heights Mule defense is it's a pursuing defense, man. It gets there in a hurry.
Yeah, that was a lot of guys running to the football. We saw, Coach, during warm-ups, they have the old school pursuit drill. 11 guys on the field. Coach throws the ball to the sideline. Everybody runs through it, chops their feet before they get a break. And you're seeing that come to life right here.
Oliver Duffin, all the way from the backfield, was quick on Kevin Hernandez. Fakes a jet sweep, and Kevin Hernandez on a quarterback sneak. The Bulldogs like to call this play. It'll be good for about 4 yards, but we had a 2nd down and 16, so this will be only 3 yards. This will be a 3rd down and 13. The Bulldogs still in that up-tempo offense. You know, they get a successful offensive play, and they get lined up in a hurry. They want to move the ball.
Yeah, come right back to it. Coach just doing what he does. The opponent is not the issue. It's us being true to ourselves and running and playing how we need to.
Kevin Hernandez, he drops back, and he's got Izzy once again. A little bit of a tunnel screen. Very well defended by the Mules. George Hale was there. Number 3, Oliver Duffin second block. Oliver Duffin is a safety back there. He's a deep safety, but he reads run or he reads a short pass like that, and he is up in a hurry.
Yeah, Coach, maybe a little bit of play-action opportunity there to expose that tendency.
Kevin Hernandez going deep. He's got a receiver, but he's well covered. And the coverage there by Max Bacon. And the intended receiver, Rene Espinosa. The ball falls incomplete, and the ball will go over on downs. Alamo Heights will take possession this time from their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, you know what, Coach? I like the deep shot from Burbank there on fourth and whatever it was. Hey, let's throw it up. Let's give our guy a chance. And yeah, we saw a little bit of it. I like what you brought up about the safety, Coach. Maybe Burbank going to take advantage a little bit of play action, see if they can get that defense really running downhill, send somebody behind him.
So with two wide receivers at top and a tight end down here, down low. And Michael Terry will get the ball. He doesn't like between tackles this time. He's going to kick it out. And he's got some space, and he is not easy to bring down. All the way to the Burbank 31-yard line, move the chains, fresh set of downs.
Yeah, we had about 4 Burbank Bulldogs on him. Looks like we got a little somebody down on the turf here, Coach.
Yeah, we've got an injury on the field, and the Burbank Bulldog training staff will attend to that. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We will be right back.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
Ball is the 31-yard line. First and 10.
And the injured player left on his own accord there without any help, so that's always a good sign. First and 10 for the Alamo Heights Mules from the Bulldog 31-yard line. And you know, the Bulldogs very reluctant to load the box. They're got tight ends on many of these sets, a double tight end here, and really the Bulldogs not bringing anybody else into the box.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of defense from depth here. Ball's out.
Colin Ernst around the right side. The ball's on the turf, and the
we got a flag down, Coach.
We've got a flag down here. We'll see what that is. And the preliminary indication is offsides. Either that or he was adjusting his pants.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
But if it's offsides, it's going to be a defensive penalty. And you know, I found it peculiar that the official did not even signal a change of possession on that penalty. Maybe the whistle had blown before.
Yeah, it might have been a dead ball play. Burbank had a shot at some turnovers here, Coach, though. They had that almost interception that ended up going for the touchdown.
Offsides, a defender in the neutral zone for Burbank. So they're bringing that play back to the line of scrimmage. And, you know, the only reason they would have done that is if it was a fumble at the end of the play. I'm a little bit trying to figure out the signaling here. But a 5-yard penalty, first and 5 now from the 26-yard line.
Alamo Heights feeling fortunate to still have the football right now.
Colin Ernst asking for the snap. He's going to give it to Michael Terry, and right through the offensive line. He's in the red zone for the Alamo Heights Mules before he was tackled by Ezra Mays.
Yeah, Ezra been running around making a lot of tackles today, Coach, going sideline to sideline, doing a great job. Burbank been giving themselves some chances, Coach, with the turnovers here. They had the tipped pass that was almost an interception, ended up being a touchdown. Had this fumble they forced that got taken away by a penalty. So the defense is still out here doing their thing. They just need a little bit of luck to come their way to capitalize on these turnovers they're almost forcing.
Right there with them. This snap will come from the inside the Bulldogs' 20-yard line. Ernst calls for the snap, and once again, Terry gets the call, and he's tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Still gains about 3 yards.
Yeah, hey, that was Edmundo Chavarria, Coach, the senior linebacker, number 26, shooting that A-gap, getting in there, getting just enough of Michael to bring him down. So great effort right there. I feel like, Coach, when Burbank is aggressive with their linebackers and they're filling those gaps and those holes, that's when they kind of limit Michael to those smaller runs. And then when they kind of play that deepness, right, that we've been talking about, then they give him a little more room to get started.
A little bit of a risk and reward there because, of course, if you fill those gaps and you miss at the line of scrimmage, there's nobody there behind you.
He's running.
Colin Ernst is going to look to pass this one, and a quick pass out to a receiver on the left side. It's number 86, and he is dragged down. Anderson Bogus with the reception.
Yeah, Coach, they're feeding the tight ends here. We saw big number 88, Bennett Johnson, get in there. Anderson just got him one. So the tight ends have been blocking, and the coaches are throwing them a bone every once in a while, letting them get the rock, rewarding them for the effort they're putting in with their hand in the dirt.
Love to see it. Forward progress marked at the Burbank 8-yard line, so this will be a 1st and goal. And one of the rare opportunities that the Heights have gone through the air.
That's right, yeah, maybe their 3rd, 4th pass of the game here.
So 2 backs in the backfield with Colin Ernst, Patrick Arriaga, Michael Terry. Michael Terry gets the call, and a little skip step there, stopped at maybe at the line of scrimmage, a gain of 1. It'll bring up a 2nd and goal from the Bulldogs 7-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Burbank right there, shutting them down, loading them up. Maybe one of the few misreads we've seen Michael make. He kind of had that space available to him if he wanted to bounce that run out, and he kind of kept it inside. And there was a lot of bodies in the box, Coach, to your point. We had 2 tight ends, we had 3 backs in the backfield. There's a lot of bodies in there in a phone booth, if you will.
Exactly. Exactly, Glenn. No one calls a play like you, Glenn. Thank you so much.
You're right. Don't forget, 20 out of 22 guys in the space.
Glad to be here. And this time back to the air, a slant. Colin Ernst finds Parks Zunker on a quick slant, and just like that, the Mules up 26-0.
Yeah, there it was, Coach. Kind of what we talked about, right? Like pushing the run, pushing the run, pushing the run. Quick slant right behind him, fits in the seam. Great play calling by Alamo Heights and good execution.
Looked like Zunker just got inside of that corner. It was a nice pitch and catch for the Mules. Linus Flores back in to kick the extra point, and he's good again. So we're at 2:25 in the 2nd quarter. The Alamo Heights up 27-0, and you are with us here at SAISD Sports Complex watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
2:25 left to play here in the first half at the SAISD Sports Complex. The Alamo Heights Mules in control here tonight, as they have been in control all season long in 14-5A D2 play. They ran the table against their 14-5A D2 opponents last year, and they're in the middle of a table run here in 2023. Flores will kick this one deep, and this one goes to the end zone. It'll be a touchback for the Bulldogs. They're going to snap their first play of this possession from their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, Coach, like you said, Alamo Heights been dominant. Last year was their first year in this district after the UIL realignment. Tough non-district schedule. And then same thing. They've been having a good run so far. I feel like they've been getting into a few more games this year than they were in last year. So teams are starting to score more on them a little bit, hold them to a few less points.
A little bit. The McCullum Cowboys last week at Memorial Stadium really played the Alamo Heights Mules as well as anybody has in this alignment. The Mules up, the pass incomplete there. The Mules won that game. The point differential was 21 points, and remarkably, 21 points is the smallest point differential that the Mules have had in 2 seasons,
yeah, Coach,
season and a half.
That last play we just saw was the pump and go. Wanted to see that one hit for Burbank because I like that play call.
Maybe, again, the aggressiveness of the safeties. It's tuck and run for Kevin. He's got some nice blocking and some space there along the sideline. Can't pull him down. Oh, he's disappointed in himself. He stepped out of bounds. Maybe if he could have kept his balance, that would have gone a little bit further.
Yeah, that was a great run by him. Burbank did a great job of just sealing off that edge. Brought that guy in motion, posted him up right there, sealed the edge. Good run, good
Big play. Be ready to play defense. And the Wildcat now for the Bulldogs, Leo Lozano taking the snap. And anytime you've got a positive play, like we have had 2 successful ones, look at the Bulldogs lining up quickly.
Right back to it.
A little bit of a reverse. Yeah, here we go. It's number 14 getting the ball on the reverse. Dylan Valdez. A little bit of a hidden, almost a hidden ball play there.
Yeah, that was nice. A little bunch formation there. I like that Burbank is fast and free right now, Coach.
Uh-oh. Fast and free, and that time tackled for a loss. Number 32, Blake Killian, in the backfield.
Yeah, Blake said, I've seen enough of this. I'm going to go ahead and make a tackle for a loss right here. But I like that we kind of referenced it earlier, Coach, right? Burbank came out with some confidence. Surprise onside kick, not afraid to do some gadget plays, some trick plays. Game like this, they got to pull out all the stops, stay competitive.
Well, let's see what the Dogs do here. They've got the Alamo Heights Mules. They do put a return man back, so their defense is one man shy. From about midfield, Coach Mull and Kevin Hernandez. Timeout here. Let's talk about this. But so tempting to run a defensive play with a return man backed up like that. Your defense is one man short. At SAISD Sports Complex, the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel, Robert Villafranca, Glenn Revel, Isabella Theus, bringing you the game. We'll be right back.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go.
Go, Victor. Hold it. Go.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Fourth and 7 after a timeout. Alamo Heights keeps their return man back. Kevin Hernandez likes that look. Little pump fake, like you said, over the middle. He's got a receiver. And, yeah, just like Coach Mull drew it up, that's Izzy Zapata in the post route with the vacated spot. You know, again, that's just it's a defensive coordinator, special teams coach dilemma here.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Oh, we got a little more trickeration. There he is.
Kevin Hernandez on a reverse, a pitch back and pass. It is Rene Espinosa at the end of that, and again a couple of trickeration plays, as you call them, Glenn. It was sweep left, a reverse to Michael Terry, pitch and pass. Not Michael Terry, but Kevin Hernandez to Rene Espinosa in the end zone. The Bulldogs have scored with 32 seconds left, and they have awoken their fan base here on the home side of the stadium. Kevin Hernandez will take the snap. We're going to go back to the air. He sees a receiver, and he's got one across the middle, looking for a jersey number. It'll be 8 for the Bulldogs. That's number 5 for Burbank, Leo Lozano. So just like that, 32 seconds left to play in the half. It's 27 for Alamo Heights, 8 for the Burbank Bulldogs. This is some great high school football here on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
walking on beams of a lie, 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 lie.
From an offensive perspective, Glenn, probably no better time to score a touchdown than right before going into the dressing room. It does a lot for your morale. It does a lot for the attention span as the coaches draw things up on the whiteboard. But a new life for Burbank.
Yeah, absolutely. Great little couple fun plays right there. Hey, fun for the kids, fun for the coaches. Fans got into it. We like to see it.
Fun for the announcers.
Hey, that's right. Yes, sir.
And the fake reverse for the Alamo Heights Mules, and the Burbank Bulldogs did come for the reverse, and a nice little return there by number 14 Trip Johnson on the reverse. You saw the cover team kind of come over with the reverse, and it was a fake reverse. Trip Johnson kept it, and a nice return across the 50-yard line all the way to the 34. So with 21 seconds left to play, Glenn, what do you think? Calling plays for the Alamo Heights Mules. You score, we're not going to let you go in with the good juju.
Alamo Heights, little razzle dazzle themselves right there.
Let's see what Coach Ritterman and his offensive staff dial up. Downfield, we got a receiver again, and he is brought down after an 8-yard gain. Kingston Kennan, who scored a touchdown earlier in the game.
Yeah,
on a post route.
Kingston doing a good job navigating the middle of the field right there, kind of finding his space in between the safeties and the linebackers.
We've got a timeout on the field. I'm going to wait for the official to tell us who called it. More than likely would be the Mules, but PA announcer tells us that is the case. You are watching high school sports on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We'll be back after this timeout.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby! It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
And we bring you back live to the SAISD Sports Complex. The Alamo Heights Mules called a timeout. They do not want to let Burbank go to the dressing room here at halftime with the momentum, and they are going to take a shot at taking the momentum back here with 13 seconds left to play in the first half, leading 27-8.
Yeah, Burbank got the athletes in at DB here.
A little bit of a prevent defense. It's a short field, but the safeties are back deep. Ernst is going to go under the coverage and out of bounds. A complete, no, the official says he was tackled in bounds, but we've got a timeout anyway. The Heights Mules still have a timeout left. I believe that was only their second. We'll clarify that before we come back. Again, you're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
Prom 2023 is just around the corner, and you want to look your best. At Rex Formal Wear, we've got you covered. Choose from a wide range of styles and sizes, and let our expert staff help you find the perfect fit. Don't wait. Come in and reserve your tuxedo today. Visit now and be the talk of the night.
We'll break to Isaiah's camera. And we are back to live action. 6 seconds left to play in the half. Burbank has called timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Successive timeouts here. We're going to keep it right here on the field.
Yeah,
the
Coach.
Alamo.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, Alamo is trying to figure out, hey, what are we doing? Let's get a play calling we know is going to work. So So they took a little bit of time, and then they came out something. Burbank was like, hey, let's make sure our defense is what we want it to look like, right? Trying to prevent 7 points, ideally even not even allow 3 points. About 6 seconds left in the half, Coach. 1, maybe 2 more plays. Alamo Heights, specifically on this drive, right, hasn't done a great job of guys like taking care of the clock, right? And kind of saw our catch in the middle, cut back around a little bit. Hey, either get towards the end zone or get down, and then same thing, right? That sideline pass ended up getting tackled in bounds when ideally we would have gone out of bounds. So it looks like we're going to kick it here, Coach.
Looks like a field goal. Linus Flores is in the game now, and his holder, number 12, Gage Sharp, has brought the tee up. So a 35-yard field goal attempt for Flores, 36 yards, we'll call it. And that is wide right. Not good, and that'll expire the 6 seconds left here in the first half. We're going to go to the dressing rooms here. 27-8, the Alamo Heights Mules ahead. Don't go away. We're going to bring you the JLM Real Estate Investments halftime show. You are watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
And we welcome you to the JLM Real Estate Investment halftime show. We're up in the press box here at the SAISD Sports Complex. Robert Villafranca alongside Glenn Revel. Isabella Tejas handling the technical duties. Isaiah Castro, Sebastian Castro doing a great job with the cameras. Glenn, we played one half of football here. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Burbank trying to keep this thing as competitive as possible, pulling out all the stops. Surprise onside kick, trick plays, doing what they can. Coach doing a great job of trying to keep his team engaged, excited, and staying in this game, not getting downtrodden. It's 27-8. We're going for 2. We're doing what we can. And then Alamo Heights doing a good job of staying true to who they are. We're going to come out. We're going to run the ball. We're going to run it with the quarterback. We're going to run it with our stable of halfbacks. And then when it's time for us to throw the ball, super efficient, either down the middle of the field to those tall, lanky wide receivers and tight ends they got, or right, find a little quick slant to get into the end zone. So 2 teams, I think, staying true to who they are through the first half of this game, and we'll see what the second half adjustments look like.
Absolutely. Alamo Heights Mules did a good job after that onside kick to start the game to kind of stay focused and not lose their focus there early, and they've done a great job here competing. This is the JLM Real Estate Investment halftime show. We're going to take a real short break, and we're going to come back. If you follow RC Audio Sports, you know that we'll bring you the halftime performances. So stay with us.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Annual band twirler Piper Smith performed their routine for the Donna Summer Classic.
And we bring you back to the RC Audio Sports halftime show, JLM Real Estate Investments halftime show. Let's enjoy Alamo Heights dance team and marching band.
Mighty Mule Band would like to recognize the following members for their hard work and dedication this week. Band members of the week are Mariana Matus Toledo and Julian Mendoza. Color Guard member of the week is Ray Gogia. Our section of the week is our flute section. Tonight, the Mighty Mule Band will perform the first 3 parts of their competition marching show entitled Primary Sources. Tonight's performance features soloists Sofia Fuentes on flute, Julian Mendoza on oboe, Lauren Cipoli on flute, and the saxophone quartet featuring Christopher Carpio Walker, Andy Lee, Raul Villarreal, and Andres Gonzalez.
Let's see who we can pick up.
Mule fans, please stand for the Alamo Heights fight song.
The Alamo Heights Mules Marching Band, a proud tradition in the Alamo Heights community, along with their dance team and color guard as they march off the field. We remind you, you are watching the JLM Real Estate Investments halftime show. We'll be back for the Burbank Bulldogs halftime performance after a word from JLM.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
And we bring you back to SAISD Sports Complex for the Burbank Bulldogs halftime show. Here recently, cheer and dance teams for Burbank held youth camps. And part of the youth camp reward is to perform here on the field, on the varsity field, in front of all the fans. So you have a tradition like dance and cheer, and to build that up and keep that going, you've got to nourish it with the youth. And so we commend the Burbank Bulldogs cheer and dance teams for doing this. We're going to come back and we're going to see what they have in store for us. So sit back and enjoy it with us.
Dancer of the Week is Isabella Gonzalez. Cheerleader of the Week is Ariana Hernandez. Pep Club member of the Week is Veronica Rodriguez. Our entire Orange Jacket Spirit organization will be performing with their mini orange jackets to the songs of Moana.
And now the mighty Bulldog Marching Band will take the field. And UIL competition not too far away. So as we progress through the season, you'll see the bands playing more and more of the movements of their show. I would expect the Bulldogs probably going to perform their entire show here tonight. So sit back, enjoy it with us. there you have the mighty Bulldog marching band and their halftime performance along with the Alamo Heights Mules marching band. At RC Audio Sports, we are proud that we bring you the halftime performances of the home team and the visiting team each time we stream a game. We thank you for joining us here. This is the JLM Real Estate Investments halftime show.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby.
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
The On Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On Par Golf.
And we bring you back to the SAISD Sports Complex. The team's back on the field after a halftime break. We're going to start the third quarter here. The Alamo Heights Mules up 27-8 on the Burbank Bulldogs. The Alamo Heights Mules won the coin toss, elected to receive to start the game, so it'll be the Bulldogs getting the kickoff here in the second half.
Yeah, Coach, a couple of things I want to see from Burbank. Capitalize on those turnovers. They've been so close to making it happen in the first half. I think if they can capitalize on a couple of those, keep those opportunities coming, that'll give them a fighting chance in this game. And then Alamo Heights just continue to do what they do, run the ball efficiently, and then pass it when they want to, when they have to. And I think that's kind of what we'll see coming out the second half here.
Easier said than done, but the Burbank Bulldogs really need to stay on schedule. They've had a tough time doing it. The Alamo Heights Mules defense will do that to a lot of offenses, but as the kickoff goes to Leo Lozano on the far side, he's going to find his way back where his blocking is between the hash marks and unable to get to the 25, tackled at about the 22-yard line. But we have seen the Bulldogs move the ball. We've seen some very nice plays from their offense, but inevitably the Mule defense will tackle for a loss and set the Bulldogs back, and then it's tough for them to come out of that hole.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll kind of see if they kind of go back to that rollout, that sprint out pass game that they've had, and if they have any more trick plays up their sleeve for the second half that they pulled a lot out of at the end of the first half to get on the scoreboard and get that two-point conversion.
The Alamo Heights Mules defense, the safeties are backed off the number 2 receiver, and we saw Kevin Hernandez go to the tunnel screen here a few times. So a tuck and run for Kevin Hernandez. He's going to stick his foot and come back, but nonetheless a tackle for loss is that aggressive Alamo Heights Mules defense just right there on him.
Yeah, Burbank brought that slot wide receiver kind of in motion to try to chip, to try to seal the defensive end. Didn't quite get enough of him to let Kevin Hernandez get that corner and clean run around the edge.
Kevin Hernandez in the pocket again for a short pass. It looks like he's got a receiver and tackled immediately. Number 3 for Burbank is Izzy Zapata.
Yeah, number 22 for Alamo Heights, the senior linebacker. Will Broderick did a great job of eating up that space in between him and the wide receiver and making that tackle, limiting that run after catch.
So a 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs on their first possession in the second half. Kevin Hernandez looks downfield. He had a receiver unable to connect. It looked like Leo Lozano had stopped in front of the safety, and just a little miscommunication between him and his quarterback, and Kevin Hernandez unable to connect on that pass.
Underthrew him just a little bit there. Great effort trying to get back to the ball, but that thing just kind of one-hopped up into his chest. So here comes that quick kick again, Coach. Good kick, too.
Running the ball away is Hernandez.
End over end kick for the Burbank Bulldogs, but I have noticed in the games that we have called here, the turf is, I think it's kind of soft on the kicks, and the ball really doesn't get a real good bounce. It pretty much dies right there where it hits, and that'd be good if you're looking for that coffin corner, trying to get a punt to land inside the 10-yard line. But out here in the middle of the field, I'm sure that Kevin Hernandez would have liked that one to roll a little further than it did on that soft field.
Not a bad kick, all things considered.
Not a bad kick. Kevin Hernandez, quite the athlete again. Punt, pass, and kick.
That's right.
Michael Terry in the backfield with Colin Ernst, one wide receiver wide and one wide receiver, right and one left. A double tight end set, so it's a double slot. Michael Terry off the right edge, untouched yet until he gets about a 12-yard gain before a Burbank defender is able to come up to him. So a gain of 12 and a first down, almost at midfield. The Alamo Heights Mules are.
Yeah, great run by Michael right there. That 2 tight end, 2 wide receivers. Pushed it up the middle and then bounced it out to the outside. He's been finding success kind of bouncing those routes out. And then, Coach, you've seen a few more Alamo Heights games than me, but I'm assuming Michael Terry just continues to run the ball extremely effectively into the second half as that defense kind of gets tired from chasing him around and putting their bodies on him.
Colin Ernst is going to hand the ball off to Michael Terry between the tackles there. It looks like there's a scramble. The ball is free. I would have guessed, but Michael Terry, no, he still got possession of it. It looked like there was a little bit of a scramble in the scrum, if you will. I thought the ball was loose, but Terry held on to it.
Yeah, much better tackling that time by Burbank. Got a lot of bodies on him, shutting him down for only a gain about 4 right there.
Gain of 4, second down, 6 from the 48.
Bulldog defense.
Burbank 48.
Alamo Heights really chewing up the clock here, not giving Burbank much time with the ball. They know, I'm sure they've assessed that the Bulldogs are explosive and can score on just about any play, and just goes to reason that you wouldn't want them to have the ball much. And the Heights Mules have really eaten up the clock here tonight. Ernst on a fake to Michael Terry is going to keep it. This one's a right edge, and he's an evasive runner. About a 12-yard gain on the play. There's a flag back around the 50, and the referee's not going anywhere, so I don't think the Heights Mules are either.
Yes, sir. See if we get a little holding call. But yeah, Coach, to your point, Burbank definitely seems kind of like that big play offense. Alamo Heights, right, puts together really long, sustained, methodical drives. And then Burbank is kind of more of your deep shot, your trick play, your screens to get the guys out in space, right? So a little bit of that big play offense versus that real methodical style. So yeah, Alamo Heights taking that the strategy here in the second half to run the ball, let the play clock get down, take their time, and just keep the ball away from Burbank as much as possible. And also keeping Burbank's defense out on the field, making them tackle Michael Terry, making them chase Colin Ernst around, right? Getting them a little bit tired and then throwing the ball over the top.
So with the second and about 16 here after a holding call, Colin Ernst is going to roll to his left, and he's going to get driven back, and he does all he can to just get rid of the football.
Yeah, number 44 for Burbank right there. Lance Trevino rushing the passer so hard, came out of his shoe, coach. So that's some good effort right there. Got to get that thing. It's always a challenge trying to get your shoe on with your gloves on in between a play. See him stomping it around right there, trying to get that thing in there.
Credit to Lance Trevino for not letting that play develop, as we had, as the Heights Mules had a roll left and looking for a pass downfield. Trevino made him reroute and go back the other way.
Yeah,
Ernst did all he could.
Great job by him kind of setting that edge like we talked about earlier, right? That perimeter contained, forcing him back into the pocket.
Here's a tight end, uncovered. Again, rewarded, as you said, for all the blocking that they've done. Number 88 is Bennett Johnson. And again, just releases from that line of scrimmage, and Colin Ernst able to find him.
Yeah, that was a good tackle by, I think that was number 42, Joe Trejo, keeping him short, gain right there. Great job tackling the big body, that long, lanky tight end that they got in there.
Well, Alamo Heights is going to have to punt the ball away, so we're going to learn who their punter is.
And it looks like it is the man himself, like we spoke about earlier, Michael Terry lined up the punt. We'll see what actually happens here. Rugby style, seeing if he's going to run with it. He is.
Oh, gosh.
Burbank forces the turnover on 4th and 9. Great job by that defense, special teams right there, staying alert. That's big for Burbank right there, coach. Like we talked about, trying to get as many possessions as you can. Something to keep your team excited, keep your team bought in, and a 4th down stop is exactly that.
You know, one of the things that I have seen really happen at the high school level is how much pressure the punt teams put on the punt cover teams, and there's fakes used to be rare, you know, and few and far between, but it seems like it's just a part of the offense now. Kevin Hernandez will take the snap and right across the right edge, a 180. We got a flag back here behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know if that's going to nullify the play. Usually when he doesn't go downfield, it usually means he wants everybody to come back. So the referee's going to tell us holding against the Dogs. And so that will nullify a big gain by Kevin Hernandez after the ball went over on downs. And instead of 2nd and short, the Burbank Bulldogs will be facing a 1st and 20.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there, Coach. It looks like it was as they were trying to seal that edge. Got a little bit of a hold going that allowed Kevin to shoot out there and pick up that yardage. We'll see how they recover.
Negative plays have been the bane of the Bulldogs here tonight. 1st and 20, and Kevin Hernandez wants to look downfield. He's got a receiver in the middle. This time he connects. A 10-yard gain, so 2nd and 12 after, 2nd and 10 for after that. It was number 12, Henry Tenayuka, at the end of that. Nice comeback route.
Exactly, Coach. Good job by Henry. He kind of found that little space in the zone and then drove back to that football so he could secure the catch. Pump fake.
The Alamo Heights defense not going for it. Number 29, we've seen him cover twice very well. That's Max Bacon. And he did not go for that pump fake. He stayed right there in his spot and covered that well.
Yeah, didn't get caught up in that pump fake at all, Coach, like you said. Just kept his eyes locked in on the wide receiver. He was covering, did a good job.
He's out there one-on-one, so he's the only one that's going to cover that receiver. Kevin Hernandez, left, right. Oh, man, a juke 180 across the 45-yard line. He's got a 1st down, new set of downs for the Bulldogs. And that's a big play after the holding call nullified a gain a little while ago for the Bulldogs to overcome adversity like that on this drive. That's a big play.
Here comes another trick play, Coach.
A trick play, and it's not going to develop like we want it to, so it's going to be ad-libbing it. And Rene Espinosa ad-libs with Kevin Hernandez. I think the play was supposed to come back this way on a reverse, a pitch and pass like we saw earlier on the touchdown. But this time it was the Alamo Heights defender that made the quarterback reroute.
Yeah, absolutely. Good effort by the defense right there. And we are kind of seeing that as soon as Burbank gets a big play, they immediately go fast into a new kind of trick play, different formation, different quarterback. Just trying to keep everybody on their toes. In the gun, 5 wide, 4 at the bottom of the screen, overthrows the slant route right there. Good coverage by number 3 for Alamo Heights, Oliver Duffin on that little slant route. Number 12, Henry Tenayuka was the intended receiver. We got 3rd and 10 right here. Coach signaling in the play, still going 5 wide here. Empty backfield, trips to the top of your screen, 2 wide receivers at the bottom. Kevin getting the signals here. We'll see if Alamo Heights brings a little pressure. They rush 4. Down the middle of the field. Good catch by number 3. Izzy Zapata did a great job running right down the seam. Here comes that hurry up, Coach. Just like we've seen. Big play right to it.
How about Kevin Hernandez staying strong in the pocket? Boy, he had a lot of pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, but he still made the delivery. A big gain for the Bulldogs. 1st and goal, as you heard the PA announcer tell us. Quick offense. Kevin Hernandez around the right edge. He's going to run for the corner. He gets again rerouted. Number 9, George Hale. A nice little contact there for the Alamo Heights and Mules defense. But
he stopped at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, good job by George coming in, setting that edge as Kevin was trying to get there. Those sweet plays like that lead, that wide lead. If you're the ball carrier, right, you're aiming right for the corner of the end zone, just trying to reach over the pylon and just give yourself as much time.
Glenn, you'll like this. It looked like a bunch of bigs came into the game, so this is this is the goal line offense here.
Got the heavy set.
Kevin Hernandez running behind Eddie's across the goal line. Touchdown. The heavy set was good for the Burbank Bulldogs. 6 minutes and 26 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. The Burbank Bulldogs have narrowed the deficit to 13 points, and they're going to line up for an extra point here. Let's see if it's kind of early to go to that 1.2 point card, but it looks like Coach Mull is going to opt for the 2-point conversion here.
Yeah,
the play clock, where is it? At 8 seconds. Kevin Hernandez looking over. I don't know if they're going to be able to get this one off without a timeout. 3 on the play clock. 2, 1, timeout. Coach Mull calls from the sideline. Just weren't able to get the bigs off the field and get the lineup that they wanted here. And Coach Mull and the Brain Trust here really upset with the kids having to burn a timeout here on an extra point. But that was tough. You had your bigs in there for the touchdown, then you had to change personnel in there for the extra point, and that was a tough assignment.
Yeah, that's a lot of bodies to move back and forth on and off the field. I noticed a couple of the skill players for Burbank were sitting here on the bench enjoying the touchdown. Coach is trying to get them out on the field there, but hey, good job by Burbank overcoming that 1st and 20, converting on that. Nice long pass, like we talked about, big play offense. Beautiful job by the quarterback, sitting in there, delivering the pass, and then taking the hit from the pass rush, and then just load up your big bodies from the 3-yard line. And hey, if we can't get 3 yards, what are we doing out here? So great job by Burbank putting a drive together.
The Bulldogs spreading out their offense. Trips on the right, a wide receiver on the left. Kevin Hernandez has got a back with him in the backfield. Looks like Dylan Valdez, and they're still looking over for a signal. And this offense, the coaching staff gets an opportunity to read the defense for them and tell them what they want to play. Kevin Hernandez is ready to go. He wants a snap. He brings the receiver across. He's going to roll to his right, look downfield. He's got a couple of options, and he goes to Rene Espinosa. And so the 2-point conversion is good.
Yeah,
hold on.
Got a flag.
I don't see it go up on the board, so you got an issue. I don't see a flag on the play, Glenn, but the 2 points didn't go up, and the officials conferring, so something is going on here.
Yeah, that was a good little route by Rene. He kind of settled into the chip the defensive end, stalled a little bit, and then just kind of flipped his hips, made his way right to the goal line. So
nice flood route over here. You had 3 receivers out here as Kevin Hernandez cocked the ball in his hand there. He had several options. He took Rene Espinosa. It looks like the referee's going to explain things here. Coach Mull he's appealing the call.
Little formation coaching, maybe, trying to let him know what he's got going on.
And you know, he may have convinced the linesman as he goes over and he goes. Now he wants to talk to the referee. He's all the way out there onto the field, and the referee listening. But I don't know that this call is going to be reversed.
Looks like they're going to back him up, but they're going to get another shot at it.
As we were just informed by the PA announcer, haven't got the signal yet, but an ineligible receiver downfield. I don't think we're going to get a receiver. So, I mean, I don't think we're going to get a signal from the official, but the PA announcer tells us it was an ineligible receiver downfield. And so we'll reset from the 8-yard line now, still going for 2. 27-14 is the score. A little more space to run your routes in here.
That's right.
Kevin Hernandez looks for the slant. He's going to go. Oh, he breaks. So he's going to go to the right. He's got a little bit of grass. He's not easy to bring down. 180 down at the 2-yard line. So the extra point, the 2-point conversion will not be good. And the deficit will stay at 13 points. 27 for the Mules, 14 for the Bulldogs. 6 minutes and 26 seconds left to play in the third quarter. We've got a game here. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we're back at SAISD Sports Complex. The Burbank Bulldogs have just scored and narrowed the deficit to 13 points. It's Alamo Heights 27, Burbank 14. And the Bulldogs will tee this up. I'm not sure this one's gonna go downfield, Glenn.
Yeah, we're gonna find out right here. They've been kind of using that little onside kick. They rush up the ball quick, fake. Alamo Heights stay tight inside. We'll see what we end up getting right here. Anything can happen, as we've seen so far. Burbank is willing to roll the dice.
Kevin Hernandez will handle the kickoff duties, and it is a squib kick here. This time, the Alamo Heights Mules up to the task. Number 84, Kingston Kennan. We've seen him at the end of a couple of Colin Ernst passes, but yeah, they looked like they had a little bit of a hands team, maybe a hybrid hands team out there on the front line. The Alamo Heights Mules did, anticipating.
Yeah, put your big bodies out there, but also your athletes, guys that can do both for you. Good bounce. Lots of good bounces from the onside kicks today from Kevin. That one just didn't take a favorable, just right to the Alamo Heights return team.
Tied in again in the ball game just about every formation for the Alamo Heights Mules tonight has involved a tight end. Michael Terry, he is tough. He's tough in traffic. You know, you can be evasive out in space, but you know, you've got running backs like Michael Terry that are evasive, as you said, in a phone booth. We've got an injury on the field, and the Burbank Bulldogs training staff are going to tend to it. We're going to take a break. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Signed. Oh!
Come on, baby.
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Prom 2023 is just around the corner, and you want to look your best. At Rex Formal Wear, we've got you covered. Choose from a wide range of styles and sizes, and let our expert staff help you find the perfect fit. Don't wait. Come in and reserve your tuxedo today. Visit now and be the talk of the night.
Work on my alternate skills.
So we're back at the SAISD Sports Complex after an 8-yard run by Michael Terry. The Alamo Heights Mules, a 2nd and 2 at the Burbank 43-yard line. Michael Terry in the backfield with Colin Ernst, and he's going to take the handoff again. And the Burbank Bulldogs stop him after a short game, but not before. He's across that first down marker to the 40-yard line. Move the chains, reset the downs.
Yes, sir. Made him earn those 3 yards right there. Running just that traditional little A-gap, inside zone, kind of dive right there, and just letting Michael Terry's physicality take over, do his job. Getting into the late, mid-third quarter here. The big running backs still toting that pit.
1st and 10, we talked about how it may be part of the Alamo Heights Mules strategy to eat this clock up, and we talked about Burbank being a big play offense, and they demonstrated that how they could do that. Michael Terry this time stifled a tackle for a loss, probably the first time all evening that has happened. The Burbank Bulldogs filling the gaps just like you like them to do.
Yeah, great job right there by the defense. D-line getting some penetration, disrupting that blocking scheme up front. It makes things a little bit cloudy for the running back, right? Not as clear as he's used to saying. Hesitates a little bit and lets the defense, the secondary, the second level, the linebackers close down in there and help those D-linemen out.
2nd and 11 as we reach the 5-minute mark in the third quarter. Twins to the right and tight end to the left. Colin Ernst will roll, and he's got a couple of choices there. He takes number 88, Bennett Johnson, and boy, he's a tough guy to cover.
Yeah, he's a good-looking tight end out there, Coach. He's got some good length on him. He's got some good size on him. You kind of saw that little play action, I guess, right? Kind of everybody going away from it. Quarterback peels back, and the tight end's just running that out route, that drag route across the field. Defensive end could have kind of got caught in that awkward middle zone. Hey, do I cover the tight end? Do I rush the passer? And then he can't be right. He either rushes the passer or throws the ball, vice versa.
No man's land, I think they call that.
That's right.
Colin Ernst is going to hand the ball off to Michael Terry, and he's met at the line of scrimmage, but he's going to push forward and fall forward across the first down marker. He's inside the 30-yard line. That'll be good enough to move the chains for the Alamo Heights Mules.
Yeah, this is what Alamo Heights has been doing all night, right? Just getting into 3rd and manageable. Very few times have we seen them in 3rd and long. Always 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. Confident what they've got going on.
A little bit of a pistol set as they move Bennett Johnson to the other side of the offensive line. Originally on the right, now he comes to the left, and this will be a handoff to the weak side of the offensive line, Michael Terry. And at the line of scrimmage again, the Bulldogs are there for him.
Yeah, great job. Brought in a little fullback that time. Things getting a little chippy out there in the secondary to make sure physical game, everybody just stay under control your emotions, make smart decisions. Don't get caught up in any extracurriculars. But yeah, we got, looks like number 34. Oh, okay, yeah, we've seen DK before. He's playing a little fullback this time. We've seen him at the running back, but he's kind of bouncing in and out of there. Got him in that little H-back, the wing position here.
Double tight, double wing. One man in the backfield with Ernst. It's a tough formation to line up against, that double tight end formation, a 3-yard gain for TK Garza. You get that double tight end, you've got 7 men across the offensive line, and it's just hard to put your hard to put your chest men right there against them. It really spreads out your bigs.
That's that old school Oakland Raiders 7-man blocking sled. Where you just got body on a body, big on big, trying to drive somebody out and move the line of scrimmage.
Third and 6 now for the Alamo Heights Mules. The handoff, fake handoff. It'll be Colin Ernst on a keeper. He will change fields back across. He's an athlete, and he will score for the Alamo Heights Mules.
Yeah, great run by Colin right there. He's been handing it off. As soon as the defense gets comfortable, as soon as somebody stops playing the pull, he recognizes it, pulls it, and goes ahead and takes it for about 30, Coach, I guess. Get himself in the stat sheet as well. Yeah, it looks like it's about 30-yard run. Good little trot for him.
Good little scoot, and once he had some green grass there, he cut back across the green, and nobody there to meet him. Colin Ernst with a touchdown. Linus Flores back in to kick the extra point, and he's good on this one. We've got 2 minutes and 24 seconds left to play. The Mules have extended their lead to 20 now. It's 34-14 in favor of the Mules. You're watching high school sports, football specifically, on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
Back live at SAISD Sports Complex, 2 minutes and 24 seconds left to play in the third quarter. The Heights Mules, Alamo Heights Mules up 34-14. Leo Lozano is back with Kevin Hernandez to get this kickoff. And the kickoff will go to Leo Lozano back at his own 7-yard line. He's going to bring that back. The kickoff team has done a great job of returning. It's been a bright spot for the Burbank Bulldogs. Again, that was number 5, Leo Lozano, back across the 25-yard line. He took one on his calf right there, and comes up a little gimpy, but he's going to stay in the ball game.
He's good to go. Yeah, Leo's had some good returns today. He's a good little returner. He does a good job finding that crease. Got enough speed to get it out there, and they just kind of swiped it right at the end there.
He shows the courage that you like from a kickoff returner. I mean, he doesn't hesitate. He's going to get that ball, and I'm going to go upfield, man. You got to stop me. Leo's had some good returns. Kevin Hernandez, he's going to not roll to his left, but tuck and run and try to turn the corner on the left edge, and he's not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of about 2 yards, it looks like, from here, so maybe 1 yard. It'll be second down and 11 when we come back.
Yeah, and that was Max Bacon. He's been playing some DB, covering some routes, and that time he was coming downhill, making a tackle, keeping that edge nice and safe right there. So good pursuit. These Alamo Heights DBs not afraid to tackle.
Yard second and 11 from the 25.
Right in the middle of the field right there, number 5, yes, good play. Little play action right there from Burbank. And then number 5, who was it? That was Leo Lozano, the sophomore, running right down the seam. So beautiful job. A good play call, good execution right there, giving that Alamo Heights defense a couple things to think about on one play, opening things up a little bit for them.
The Dogs have moved the ball well in their last 2 possessions. Another fresh set of down for Burbank. Kevin Hernandez, oh boy, he tries to split the defenders there, and
tried to thread the needle on that.
Izzy Sabata pays the price.
That was a little linebacker underneath, safety over the top. It's still in the high school game, right? The defenders don't have to necessarily look back and get their eyes on the ball. They can just track where the wide receiver is going. That was, as you saw, number 22, Will Broderick, that senior linebacker, just kind of tracing Izzy right there as he ran that slant route, trying to get his body in the way.
Kevin Hernandez all alone. He's going to bring that back, number 19, a tunnel screen, and none the worse for wear. The pass goes right back out to Izzy Zapata, and he pushes hard for a yard, just unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11 here for the Burbank Bulldogs.
Yeah, Burbank does a good job with those screens. They do a good job setting them up. Wide receivers run in there. Those tunnel screens can be a little intimidating sometimes. There's a pump fake.
There you go, a pump fake looking for, showing a tunnel screen. Oh, he caught it. Oh my gosh, it was hard to tell because it was on the far sideline, but Leo Lozano, boy, he just he turned this way and turned that way, did a 180 and ended up with a football in his hands and at least 1 foot in bounds.
That's a great catch by him.
So it looks like a Wildcat there, number 19. Haven't called his name today, Edward Palomo. Normally a wide receiver, a junior, taking the snap in the Wildcat formation. Kevin Hernandez asked Edward to move over just a bit. He'll take over quarterbacking duties again, 2nd and 9.
Everybody in motion, Coach.
One at a time, though. One at a time.
That's right.
Kevin Hernandez looking for a post route. Oh man, almost had Luke Guerrero. The post route, the middle of the defense has been available for the Burbank Bulldogs here tonight. Just a couple of times they just weren't able to connect.
Yeah, we've seen the post. We've seen kind of those seam routes. Man, hats off to these Burbank wide receivers. They are not large individuals, but they are fearless when they run these routes. They run these screens. They're not afraid to run up underneath on those tunnels. They're doing a great job competing with this rangy Alamo Heights defensive back. So these guys definitely have a lot of good spirit in them.
Once again, Kevin Hernandez all by himself, trips down here, twins on top. Kevin's going to step to his left. He's got a receiver near the first down marker. That won't be enough to move the chains. It's number 1, Rene Espinosa. We'll have a 4th down. 4th down and 1 at the Mules 38-yard line. I don't think this is a punting situation. Timeout on the field. And I believe the Alamo Heights Mules have called it. We'll correct ourselves if that is not the case when we come back. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
La familia no es una cosa importante. Es todo. At SAISD, family is practicing and making art. It's fulfilling your duty with honor. It's playing to win and changing lives through learning. Familia is getting you ready for college or getting you ready for your career. And at SAISD, the founding school district in the Alamo City, familia is not an important thing. It's everything. And it's available to any student, no matter where they live. So come join our familia. Now enrolling. Log on to saisd.net/enroll for more information, or call 210-554-2660.
And we are back at SAISD Sports Complex. That was not a timeout, Glenn. This game is moving so fast. That was the end of the 3rd quarter, and I wasn't watching the clock, so we're here now in the 4th quarter. Kevin Hernandez is putting people in motion. He's got a play action. Let's see if he's got the defense coming up, overthrows his intended receiver, Peter Peralta. And so 4th and 2 will not be converted, and the ball will go over on downs. Alamo Heights will take over here in the 4th quarter, leading 34-14. It's Robert Villafranca alongside Glenn Revel, Isabella Tejas doing technical things today. She's directing, and Isaiah Castro, Sebastian Castro doing some great work on the cameras. This is RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. We've got 1 quarter here to play. I'm going to pass the play-by-play baton over to Glenn. You've got the 4th quarter play-by-play. I'll try to do some color with you.
Yes, sir. Hey, we love a little bit of OG football wisdom from you, Coach. We got 2 wide receivers at the top of the field, y'all. 2 tight ends in the gun. Quarterback keeper right here around the left side. Gives himself a little bit of space. Still running, Coach. He might go ahead and take this one all the way to the end zone, and he does. Senior quarterback number 10, Colin Ernst. Amazing run by him, Coach, from his own 39 into the end zone.
So that'll make it a 61-yard run for Colin Ernst, who was already averaging, I believe, in double digits before we came into the game.
Yeah, Coach, we talked about Alamo Heights being we talked about Burbank being a big play offense, and Alamo Heights showing a little, hey, we got a little big play potential too now. Don't sleep on us.
Colin Ernst was averaging almost 18 yards per carry coming into the game, and that's going to certainly help that average here today.
Point after try is up and good. Excellent kicking by Alamo Heights today. Beautiful hold by number 12, Gage Sharp. We are at a score of 41-14, y'all. This is RC Audio Sports 2, a.k.a. The Dose. We will be right back.
You own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Welcome back, y'all. RC Audio Sports 2, aka The Dose. We got Alamo Heights versus Burbank High here at SAISD Sports Complex. Number 6, Henry Bruton about to kick it off, and he does. Burbank bringing the ball out here. Oh, he falls down, trips on his own feet. Leo Lozano been giving us great returns all night. Just got caught up on a little bit of a turf monster before we get that one going.
We thank you for joining us here on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. This year we had to create a new channel because we were gonna have some nights where we'd have some concurrent streams. Like tonight, Bobby Mendez is out there with the crew at Memorial Stadium. The Harlandale Indians taking care of business against the Brackenridge Eagles over there, 43-0. They're in the third quarter, and give it back to you, Glenn.
Oh, yes, sir.
An incomplete pass. So Bobby Mendez over there on the original RC Audio Sports channel. We don't mind you bouncing back and forth, but come back and or split screen it. You go ahead and split screen it if you can. You're on your PC. It's not too hard to do. 43-0 is the score over there at Memorial Stadium. The Harlandale Indians taking care of business against the Brackenridge Eagles on their homecoming night.
Yeah, Burbank in the shotgun here, Coach. Looking to throw. Yes, connects with number 3. Oh, good broken tackle right there. Number 3, Izzy Zapata, using that size. His size to his advantage. Little bit slighter stature there. Ducked out of a tackle. Great job by Izzy. He's been hustling all night.
That'll be good enough to move the chains for the Bulldogs, and going to have a substitution here. It's Henry Tanayuka having to come off the field.
Yeah, Coach. These guys been running a lot. Calves getting a little bit tight. Still warm out here, even though it's 9 o'clock at night. Still Texas weather here. We got a couple new big bodies on the offensive line for the Burbank Bulldogs right here. New center, new guard coming in. 5 wide, Coach. Empty backfield. In motion. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles. Good run by number 10 right there. Kevin Hernandez, he's been toting that thing. Brings up 2nd and 6, Coach.
Again, the quarterback draw. That's been a very good play for the Burbank Bulldogs last year when Kevin Hernandez was a sophomore and starting quarterback, and now as a junior. Last year's offense was Coach Harris's, and Coach Mull has brought that in. I'm sure he saw some film from last year and liked what he saw.
Yeah, absolutely. 5 wide again right here. Kevin drops back. Pushes up in the pocket. He's got some room. Number 1 finds him at the bottom of the screen. Very nice. Ooh, there you go. Stays in bounds. Nice job right there. That was number 1. Rene Espinosa, the senior wide receiver, making himself available. That's a first down for the Burbank Bulldogs, Coach.
Kevin Hernandez showing a lot of maturity there as a quarterback. He opts for the pass instead of trying to run that downfield.
Yep, 4 wide here. Working our little screen. Look at the screen again. Yes, great job right there. Number 17, that was Luke Guerrero, excuse me. Tongue got a little tied there.
Izzy Zapata has sprung him on with a nice block over there on the perimeter.
Bringing up 2nd and 6. In the gun, 4 wide, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Pump fake. There's number 5 open. Oh my goodness. Little flag there. We'll see what we end up getting. Great effort by number 5, Leo Lozano. He's been doing amazing all night.
Aaron Silva over there over there quickly to break up the pass, and Leo Lozano having a little trouble getting up. He looks like he's going to be okay off the field on his own accord. I'm not sure if a timeout was called already or not.
Yeah, Leo been doing a great job showing that toughness. Kick return, wide receiver, making things happen. Number 5, only a sophomore, Coach, getting a lot of good minutes in tonight.
Pass interference is going to be placed right there at the point of the pass, since it was since it was not more than 15 yards, but it comes with an automatic first down.
Yeah, reset of the downs. Alamo Heights DB's got there just a little bit early. Looks like Burbank going to stay in this 4 wide, coach. 2 at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom. In the shotgun. We got 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line right here. Coming out of the pocket just a little bit on the run. Oh my goodness, ball's up. Good effort by number 17 right there. Luke Guerrero back again. Like we talked about earlier, Coach, once that ball gets tipped up, it's anybody's game, and that's a little bit nerve-wracking.
Gage is sharp, coming over to break up the pass. And again, defensive backs for the Alamo Heights Mules, they bring some toughness with them.
Yeah, they've been striking. They're not afraid to cover. They're not afraid to run down and put their hat on a running back.
Not afraid of contact, for sure.
2nd and 10 once again. 2 up top, 2 at the bottom of your screen. Running back stays in to help block. Flushed out of the pocket here, using his athleticism. Looking downfield, he's got somebody that he likes. Number 3, is he? Yes, sir. That's a touchdown. Hands up. Beautiful play. Oh, my goodness, Coach. 31-yard pass. Fantastic effort.
I like watching Kevin Hernandez evolve. I think as a sophomore, he might have tucked and run and try to get as much as he could there, but he's very patient, extends the play, and allows his receivers to find the open spots, and he delivers twice on that possession. He was, he had the option. It looked like he could gain some ground himself, but he opted for that pass, and that's what a quarterback in most cases ought to do.
Yeah, Kevin showing maturity. Going outside. Oh, my goodness. A little bit of confusion by on the routes there. So the 2-point conversion is no good. It is 20-41. Alamo Heights in charge here at SAISD Complex. This is RC Audio Sports 2. We will be right back.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Hold it. Go.
We are back. We have about 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter here at the SAISD Sports Complex. Burbank Bulldogs versus the Alamo Heights Mules. Burbank has been hanging around, Coach, refusing to go away. We saw some good maturity from the quarterback, Kevin Hernandez, right there. They are getting ready to kick the ball off. Kevin is kicking it off. He's been running it. He's been throwing it. He's going to go ahead and kick it.
What do you think? Kick it downfield?
We've been seeing, I think Burbank's going to stay true to themselves. They've been working that onside kick. I think we'll see another onside kick. What you see right here? Oh, I'm not sure if it went 10 yards, Coach.
And we might have offsides here at the. We might have offsides, but it definitely was touched before the 50-yard line. The Burbank Bulldogs did come up with the ball, but the ball's got to travel 10 yards before it's a free one.
Yeah, and they've been showing that kind of little sneak attack, right? Every time they've been kicking the ball off, and this time they went ahead and did it. Burbank staying true to themselves, aggressive on offense, defense, and special teams. And if that's how you've played your entire season, if that's how you've won 4 games, then stay who you are, regardless of who you're playing. So Alamo Heights coming out here.
The Mules, prohibitive favorites here in this district, and Burbank's got to feel like it's just got to be a stars aligned kind of night, and we're going to have to take some chances. And they're exactly doing that, staying in the ball game with the Mules, and just have not taken a lead, but staying right there with them.
Yeah, I think what we've got to notice, right? We've seen good maturity from number 10, Kevin Hernandez, the junior quarterback, really using his feet to make his arm available. And you haven't seen Burbank back down. They haven't been intimidated by Alamo Heights. They haven't shied away from contact. They've been playing physical football all night. And so they know if, hey, we are ourselves, we can go toe-to-toe with Alamo Heights. We can stay true to who we are. We can score. Then that sets us up for good things down the road for the rest of their season.
Looking down the road for the Burbank Bulldogs, it's going to be McCullum next week, and then Jefferson and Harlandale. So they've got a stretch of teams now that envision themselves in the playoffs here. So once they get through Alamo Heights, it doesn't the road doesn't smooth out all that much. It's McCullum next, and then Jefferson, and then Harlandale, all of which have been playing very good football.
Harlandale having a good year. McCullum competitive this year as well. Handoff right here to number 21 going around the left side. That was number 21, Patrick Arriaga, the junior running back for Alamo Heights, sticking to their running game.
Jefferson doing some things as well, scored in the 50s for the first time in over 10 years. And Coach Edward Cardenas has got the Mustangs really bucking over there.
Yes.
And so a tough stretch here for the Burbank Bulldogs against the proverbial prohibitive favorites here, the Alamo Heights Mules. But again, the road doesn't smooth out all that much in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, 2nd and 3 here, Coach. Double tight, 2 wide receivers down at the bottom of your screen. Running back in the gun. Quarterback lead. Number 10 scoots out of there. Oh, trips him up. Beautiful run by number 10, Colin Ernst right there, still doing his thing. Beautiful tackle.
Tripped up there as he was getting ready to turn it into the next gear. Looks like number 26 had a hard time seeing that number. Number 26 for the Burbank Bulldogs is Edmundo Chavarria. He very likely saved a touchdown there.
Yeah, Edmundo's had a good game. He's been flying around making tackles. 1st and 10 from the 30 going in. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers to the top of the field this time. Running back in the gun. Looks like a little zone read. Go ahead and gives it to him. Finds some room up the middle. Gets himself a first down. That was number 34, DK Garza. We've seen DK a few times tonight, the sophomore running back.
And DK Garza, another first down, Alamo Heights Mules.
The Alamo Heights Mules first down, and they're in the red zone. We've got Burbank Bulldog down. The training staff will attend to him.
This is RC Audio Sports 2, a.k.a. The Dose. We will be right back.
When we got a look at the gorgeous historic Hangar 9, we knew it was the perfect place for our wedding. It provided the blank canvas we needed to plan our dream wedding, and it fit our 370 guests easily. We had family come to Brooks from all over the world. We booked over 60 rooms at the Embassy Suite. It meant a lot to have our wedding at such an important historic landmark.
We are back, y'all. Alamo Heights in the gun. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Looks like we're working the run play here. Around the right side, there's nothing but open field in front of him. Number 34, DK Garza, the sophomore running back, getting himself a touchdown with about 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
34, DK Garza.
DK Garza untouched. Once he turned the corner, it was a big number 86 for the Alamo Heights Mules on the perimeter. Anderson Bogus with just a really nice block.
Yeah, those tight ends have been blocking all game, Coach. A lot of 2 tight end sets here that we've been seeing. They've been doing a great job. PAT try coming up. Perfect on the night so far, and he is going to keep it going. Number 31, Linus Flores. Great kick by him. RC Audio Sports 2, The Dose here at SAISD Sports Complex. We will be right back.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
Y'all gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we are back, y'all. 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter here at the SAISD Sports Complex. Alamo Heights 48, Burbank 20. Alamo Heights getting ready to kick it back to the Bulldogs right here. Puts his foot into it. It looks like it's going to go out of bounds right there for a little illegal procedure. That ball should come back to the 30, Coach, for Burbank to get their offense back on the field. And they've been going at it all night, regardless of the score. They've been pushing the pace, trying to make big plays.
The Burbank Bulldogs, everybody in 14-5AD2 next week, a bye week for the football teams. Volleyball will continue. Next Tuesday, we have Tuesday night volleyball. It'll be Harlandale at Southwest, and we'll bring that to you Tuesday night. No football next Friday. We've got a volleyball game for you. It's going to be the McCullum Cowboys over at Harlandale High School for the Frontier Bowl on the volleyball court Friday evening. So join us. No football. We've got volleyball for you.
That'll be a good one. 5 wide. Quarterback draw right here. Oh, good moves. Staying on his feet. Athletic. Can be brought down. Still on his feet. Look at this. About half the Alamo Heights defense had to tackle him right there. Great run by Kevin Hernandez. He's been making things happen all night, Coach.
A swarming defense. Again, tough to bring Kevin Hernandez down one-on-one. It took a whole herd of mules.
Yes, sir. I like that.
What is a bunch of mules? A herd of mules?
I think that's right, Coach.
A mule team, maybe?
Yes, there you go. Hey,
a team of mules. There you go. Second is short now for the Burbank Bulldogs as they approach the 40-yard line.
Got a little timeout here. Alamo Heights called a timeout. Didn't like the way they were lined up. RC Audio Sports 2, a.k.a. The Dose. We will be right back to bring you the rest of this football game.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Welcome back, y'all. We are here at the SAISD Sports Complex. 6.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Alamo Heights versus the Burbank Bulldogs. Burbank has the football on their own 39, 2nd and 1, 5 wide for the junior quarterback, Kevin Hernandez. He gets the ball. 3-man rush by Alamo Heights. He's going to throw it up. Oh, just a little bit behind his wide receiver right there.
Max Bacon again, Glenn. Nice cover.
Yeah, Mac's been doing a good job all night at DB. I think he's had two or three pass breakups, a couple tackles.
Every time they've thrown in his direction, I mean, he's been right there to break up the pass. Nothing available vertical routes for the numbers to the sideline for the Burbank Bulldogs tonight on Max Bacon's side.
Burbank quarterback run right here. Oh, staying on his feet, trying to push for that second effort, just a little bit short. We'll see. Looks like it's 4th down. Oh, no, we're moving. One's saying 4th down, one's moving the chains. We're moving the chains, Coach. This is going to bring up a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line for the Burbank Bulldogs.
Clearly a first down for the Bulldogs. The first down marker resting at the 40, and Kevin Hernandez, without a doubt, broke that plane.
Doing a great job all night. We got Twins at the top and the bottom of the screen. Dropping back. He's going deep. There is number 5, Leo Lozano. Oh, my goodness. So close. He's been giving great effort all night.
This time it was Aaron Silva. The Burbank Bulldogs do a good job of changing up the cover. They get away from Max Bacon, but Aaron Silva right there with him, able to bat the pass away. Nice pass. Nice cover.
Yeah, no, he's throwing some good balls tonight, Coach. He's really demonstrated, right, the seam routes down the field, but then that middle range, beautiful screens, a lot of variety and versatility from all of these Burbank players on offense. Trips to the top of your screen, single receiver down low, running back in the gun, drops back right here. Rush is coming, steps up in the pocket, gonna go ahead and scramble, outruns one. Oh my goodness, just got him at the very end there. Beautiful little somersault by Kevin to pick up some extra yards at the end of that.
I thought he was going to land back on his feet there. George Hale left his feet, take a shot at Kevin Hernandez, and Kevin Hernandez was getting ready to go. It's going to be the freshman quarterback coming back in for Burbank, Roman Garcia.
Yeah, Roman coming in. Like you said, Coach, Roman, even though he's a freshman, he's seen some valuable snaps, so we're going to bring him in on about 3rd and 6 right here. I'm assuming it's 2-down territory, Coach, because it's been 2-down territory all night for the Burbank Bulldogs and their big play offense. So here we go. Twins at the top and the bottom of the screen. Roman gets the ball. Quick little slant right there. Defended beautifully by number 12, Gage Sharp. Brings up 4th and 6.
Something about that pass did not look like it was coming from the arm of a freshman. Man, he really brought it. He looks like Romeo coming out, so maybe it's punt formation. Coach Mull sends a punter back in there. It must be the second-team punter. We know Kevin Hernandez is a first-team punter, so Matthew Reyna, the junior wide receiver, in there to punt.
Yes, sir. Max Bacon back to receive. See how it looks here. He's going to go ahead and take it, Coach. Oh, it bounces off of him. Oh, my goodness. He might have recovered it, Coach. Like we talked about, that quick kick, so dangerous for the defense, for the special teams, because you don't necessarily have a returner back there by trade to try to take that thing back.
Yeah, Max Bacon, boy, I really admired his desire on that play. He fumbled the ball, but you could just see in his body language is that you are not going to get this. You know, it's a free ball. I fumbled it, but you're not getting it. And he did all he could do to redeem himself and keep possession of the football. He yanked it out and showed it to the referee. I still have it. It's still mine.
Hey, he knew Coach Ritterman might have had some words for him on the sideline if things had gone that. Yeah, but great effort by Max. Football came off the shoulder pads right here. Alamo Heights back with the ball. 1st and 10 on about their 33-yard line. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, running back like we've seen all night. A little bit of motion in the backfield here, getting set. Gonna go ahead and hand it off to number 2. Oh, beautiful tackle for a loss right there by the Burbank defense in the right spot.
I know coaches generally do not like moral victories, but I am going to offer this at the anytime. This is one of the few times that the Alamo Heights Mules first teamers are still in the ball game with 4 minutes left to go in the game. And so again, I'm sure Coach Mull's not going to celebrate that. He's not one for moral victories, but the Burbank Bulldogs have played a very tough team very well.
Yeah, that's a great point, Coach. Same formation. New running back here. 2nd and 12. Ball is on the 31. Letting that play clock get nice and low. Quarterback keeper here for number 10. Forced back inside. Finds some room up the hash mark. He's going to cut it across the field. Number 10, the senior quarterback, taking it all the way in. That is Colin Ertz. He's been doing his thing all night. Coach, from the 33 to the other end zone. I'm not good at math, but I'm going to guess that was about 70 yards.
It's very close. I'm gonna from the 33. It was a 67-yard run for Colin Ernst. Came into the game with a yards per carry average of 17, almost 18 yards. So he's going to better that. And he's going to say, Coach Ritterman, if I'm going to play in the 4th quarter, man, I'm going to score, and I'm going to make the most of it. And so a big 67-yard run for Colin Ernst, and will extend the lead here to 54-20.
Great job by the young man. Linus Flores knocks another one through. Perfect on the night. Great effort by the young man. We have 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter, y'all. This is RC Audio Sports 2, a.k.a. The Dose, from the SAISD Sports Complex. We will be back with you shortly.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Hold it, go.
Welcome back, y'all, to the SAISD Sports Complex. Myself, Glenn Revel, doing the play-by-play, and Coach Robert Villafranca back doing a little color commentary for us. We switched things up for you in the 4th quarter here. RC Audio Sports 2, The Dose. Alamo Heights about to kick the ball back to the Burbank Bulldogs. A big run by senior quarterback Colin Ernst. 67 yards. Thank you, Coach, for your quick math. Alamo Heights puts their foot into it. It looks like it is going to be number 5. Leo Lozano, who's been running hard all night, he gets that ball back up to about the 33-yard line. So Burbank has had a good field position to start every drive tonight, Coach.
We appreciate everyone joining us here for the game from SAISD Sports Complex. We invite you to subscribe to this channel and subscribe to our original RC Audio Sports channel. If you have not yet done so, hit the little bell for alerts and notifications, and you'll never miss one of our live streams. And speaking of things that are live, Glenn, in your spare time, you've got a podcast, do you?
Yes, sir. Do a little podcast if you guys enjoy a little media. It is called the G-Cast. It is available on SoundCloud, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. It is for teachers, parents, coaches, and leaders. Anything, advice that we as educators and coaches love, we like to pass it on to you. So if you are looking for some applicable things to hear and a positive impact in your life, we would love to have you subscribe. And then, of course, our very own Bella Tellez has a podcast as well. You know, she's a bit of a media maven. So she's got the hottest takes about things that you do and don't want to hear about. But either way, she'll give you a great take on it. So yes, we can provide you with whatever coverage you need, Coach.
Surrounded by celebs here. Glenn Revel, the G-Cast is your podcast, and Isabella, Unwanted Opinions, I believe, right? Unwanted Opinions is Isabella Tellez is a very entertaining podcast.
Burbank slinging it out here, a little bit of an incompletion. 1st, 2nd, and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
Isabella Tellez very quietly handling directing duties here each night, but I think that she uses this time to form some of those opinions and, comes ready to go.
I think so, Coach. Probably from hearing you and I talk. Oh, ball goes over his head. Freshman quarterback number 15 doing the best he can to snake that thing up, and that was number 52 for Alamo Heights, Joseph Duperrier, the junior linebacker. But, Coach, kind of like you said earlier, right? RC Audio Sports to the dose. Very happy to pick up this district play, add SAISD to Harlandale ISD, obviously the OG that we cover as well. So very privileged to be taking over some fine high school football and expanding our coverage and bringing that to all of the people in San Antonio. 3rd and about 22 for the Burbank Bulldogs. Staying on his feet, gets it to number 14. Oh, great job getting rid of the football. Just couldn't quite complete that pass. The freshman quarterback, number 15, Roman Garcia, getting some valuable experience right now.
Well, while we're getting some plugs in, remember that RC Audio Sports, we're 2 YouTube channels, but we also have a social media presence on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, even Threads, even TikTok. So find RC Audio Sports on all those social media platforms. We'll keep you up to date on the goings-on of sports in 28.5A and 14.5A D2.
Yes, sir. Beautiful punt right here by Burbank. Getting that ball all the way down to the Alamo Heights 24. Best punt of the night by number 4, Matthew Reyna. Great job by him coming in. There are 2.5 minutes left in this game from the SAISD Sports Complex. Alamo Heights and Burbank High School. We got some fresh bodies coming in, Coach, for Alamo Heights. Good chance to get the young guys in. Looks like it's Brady Pena, number 16, going to come in and play some quarterback. The junior quarterback right here. And then we got number 38, I believe, Aiden Villarreal, the senior running back for Alamo Heights. So a good chance for these guys to get some minutes in here in the last little bit of this week 4 matchup. In the gun, 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen. Handoff, number 38, Aiden running tough right there, Coach. Keeping the ball moving just like Alamo Heights has been doing all night.
Burbank Bulldog defense still swarming to the ball, and I'd love to see it. And anybody who roots for the Burbank Bulldogs should love to see it as well. You know, as we said earlier, for the Dogs, it doesn't get a whole lot easier when they come back from from bye week. It's going to be. It will be. Let me see their schedule. It will be McCullum after bye week, then Jefferson, and then Harlandale. So a little bit of a gauntlet here in 4 straight weeks for the Burbank Bulldogs. Alamo Heights Mules, on the other hand, I'll let you call this play, Glenn.
Yes, sir. Handoff again to Aiden right here, going up the right side, getting himself a first down, picking up about 8 yards on 2nd and 6, Coach.
Bye week next week for 14-5 AD2, so we don't have any football games for you. But when we come back from the bye week, it'll be Alamo Heights at Memorial Stadium to play the Harlandale Indians. You know, a couple of weeks ago, it was 2-0 Alamo Heights. It was 2-0 Alamo Heights and 2-0 the McCollum Cowboys, and the Alamo Heights won that one. Tonight it's 3-0 Alamo Heights against the 3-0 Burbank Bulldogs. After the break, it's going to be the 4-0 Alamo Heights and the 4-0 Harlandale Indians. So that should be a good game. We expect to bring that one to you. Remember that next week, no football, but we've got 2 great volleyball matches for you. I don't have volleyball scores, but if Southwest and Harlandale volleyball teams were able to take care of business tonight, they will be playing each other at the Southwest Dragon Den on Tuesday night. If they took care of business, it'll be 2 undefeated teams, or 2 teams with unblemished records in district play. And then Friday, the always entertaining Frontier Bowl rivalry between the Harlandale Indians and the McCollum Cowboys. That'll be a Friday night volleyball game from the beautiful Harlandale High School gymnasium.
Yeah, you know, you like a little Friday night volleyball when it's a bye week. Let the football boys get out there, show some support a little bit, pack the gym, get a good atmosphere going in that student section.
You know, we talked about that in one of our previous streams, Glenn, how, you know, Tuesday nights are really volleyball nights because you don't have to split your student bodies. You know, you're not in competition with another varsity game, another varsity sport going on. And I mean, it's tough to compete when the band and the cheer and the spirit and so many people are out on the stadium. So Tuesday night volleyball is really where you get those intense student body kind of crowds. And we've seen that on several occasions on our streams on RC Audio Sports.
Yeah, absolutely. Alamo Heights here still staying with the run. Number 38, Aiden, breaking some tackles. Oh, great job by the Burbank defense. Number 40 for Burbank. That was Rudy Fuentes getting in there to hold him up behind the line of scrimmage. The rest of the team came and cleaned it up. But yeah, Coach, to your point, Tuesday night volleyball, as the kids say, it's a vibe.
It's a vibe, yeah. And we're happy to bring it to you on RC Audio Sports. We'll bring you volleyball and football while the season's going on. When the girls and boys basketball teams start district play, you can expect to see RC Audio Sports live streams on Tuesdays and Friday nights during the basketball seasons. And we're in some conversations about maybe bringing you some other sports as well as we go into spring flags before the snap. But we are in some conversation with district personnel, district admin, if you will, coaches and athletic directors. We'd love to bring you the district track meet. So we'll see if we can make that happen. And of course, baseball and softball always very popular. A little bit tougher to stream baseball and softball because of camera placement and the distance between the cameras and so forth. But if we can solve some of those technical hurdles, we'll be glad to do that as well. We love bringing you high school sports. It's just a great bunch of activities with a great bunch of kids and fan bases, and it's what community is all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Those track meets do get down to that 4x4 at the end of the 4x1 at the end of the meet. Everybody's around, athletes showing what they've got. Those are always exciting times for sure. Then, of course, my personal favorite, the shot putters, the discuses, the big bodies out there throwing heavy objects. Coach, it looks like it's 2nd and 8 maybe with about 30 seconds left. So we might be seeing Alamo Heights getting into the victory formation here and kneeling the ball to let this clock expire on this 14-5A football game.
With a 25-second play clock, they will have to snap the ball at least once. And you're exactly right, Glenn. It's victory formation for the Alamo Heights Mules as they have lined up in this formation for all 5 of their games yet so far. And a quick knee. We're under 25 seconds, so that will be the last snap of the game. Glenn Revel, great job calling play-by-play here in the 4th quarter. I think we've got a final score now. It's 55-20 in favor of the Alamo Heights Mules. We are bringing you high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back to announce our players of the game.
I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby!
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
And we welcome you back to SAISD Sports Complex for the Martinez and Associates post-game show. This is Robert Villafranca alongside Glenn Revel. Isabella Tejas handled the directing duties today. Isaiah Castro and Sebastian Castro, love to have them on cameras. They just bring you the best pictures, and very proud of our production here tonight. Before we close out for the night, we would like to announce our players of the game. Glenn Revel and I have been discussing this during the breaks as we were moving through the fourth quarter, and I think that we're ready to go. Glenn, what do you think on the offensive side?
Yeah, Coach, I'm going to have to go with the senior quarterback for Alamo Heights, number 10, Colin Ernst. Kept his rushing yard average super high. I believe he had 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 of them for at least 60 yards or more. Then he threw 2 more just for good measure. So a big congratulations to number 10, Colin Ernst, our offensive player of the game for this Martinez and Associates post-game show.
Well,
Coach.
certainly sign off on that, Glenn. Colin Ernst, congratulations. You are our Martinez and Associates offensive player of the game for tonight's game. On the defensive side, I've got a couple of names that I'd like to call. Oliver Duffin, a safety, was coming up and really doing some really good tackling from the defensive backfield and covering well from his position as well. Max Bacon, number 29, is also to be mentioned. Glenn, besides those two, is there someone else or one of those two that you'd like to select?
Man, such a great effort by the Alamo Heights defense. I think number 22, Will Broderick, made some great plays as well. But I'm going to agree with you, Coach. I'm going to go with number 29, the junior defensive back, Max Bacon. 2 to 3 good pass breakups tonight. Fearless when he had to step into his role as a punt returner. I think Max just did a great job covering and also not being afraid to run downhill and deliver a blow to the ball carrier. So I will go with number 29, the junior defensive back, Max Bacon, for the Alamo Heights Mules, Coach.
Max Bacon, congratulations. You are the Martinez and Associates defensive player of the game for this game tonight. And with that, we're going to bring it to a close. Remember, Tuesday night volleyball from Southwest High School. It's Harlandale at Southwest. And Friday night, it's going to be Friday night volleyball, Harlandale and McCullum. Join us there. Visit our social media. Make sure you subscribe before you turn these, before you log out. Make sure that you subscribe to our channels. Hit our alerts. Robert Villafranca, alongside Glenn Revel, Isabella Tejas, Isaiah Castro, Sebastian Castro here for RC Audio Sports. Thank you for joining us.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.